Oh no. Hello. Hi. Welcome back to Anno Plays Warhammer 40k. Hold on. I am missing my little guy. Where did I go? Come on, come on. I need my little slime. My little dude. My body. Come on. Hey. What the hell is happening? I got my foot. Wait. Refresh the cache. Yes, there I am. There we are, back at it again. Awesome. Alright, so we are back once again with Rogue Trader 40k. We're back with our boy, Sir Anno von Valencias, ready to take on the Corona's expanse. As bad things are happening everywhere, always, and it is my job to either kill them or recruit them. That's what I'm thinking, at least. What was I doing? Is a good question. I did not play last week because I had a couple of issues that I had to take care of first. Go here in order to do that. There are also some stuff over here. Find out what's happening on the mining station. Get access to personal cognitor. Let's just go here first. What do you mean I can't go here? Oh, this goes here. Need to go around. Well, then might as well go here first. Lord Captain, I've made an important discovery. When you destroyed the creature the mutants called Sire, I felt it was my duty to investigate how the abomination had found its way onto our ship. Digging through old inventories and archives of trade transactions, I latched into a single name, a Finger of Sorrow. More than 2 centuries ago, drifting hulk of this vessel was discovered by Lady Theodora's predecessor. It was a lost merchant ship with a hold full of cargo. I was reminded of the 3 sorrowful phalanges mentioned by the twisted creatures. I there theorized that this image here comes back to the name of the ship woven into the heretics' belief. A third of the goods taken from the Finger of Sorrow were sold to the Dusarian mission on footfall for the needs of the colonization ark, the Wasteland Wayfarer, bound for the world of Jessavon. A third was taken to Hive Siphion 84249 on Dragonis, where the mutiny broke out later. And finally third, was left on the flagship. Surely you can see where I'm going with this. Centuries later, a cult of mutants emerged in every single location the ship was delivered to. Where did this ship come from? It arrived in the expanse from somewhere in the Calixis sector. More precise information may be contained in that vessel's log, but I do not have it in my possession. Calixis. Okay. What do you think those 3 sorrowful phalanges represent? Well, I assume they symbolize the 3 branches of the cult. The Nourishers, the Ravenous Star, and the unknown cult of Scythian. At least I pray to the Emperor that there are only 3. Right, I wish to locate the shipwreck and investigate. The coordinates have already been entered into the logbook, your lordship. Oh. Okay, why are we going back to the Void Bridge? What's happening? Oh no. Oh, Jesus. Oh. You. Sir Anno, how wonderful it is that I find you here. Uncontrollable anxiety washes over your body, so causing you to lose your breath. Cassia notices this and closes her eyes, and you are released from the grip of emotions that are not your own. Please forgive me. My powers, sometimes too intense in their attempt to break free of my control. Well, you have made great strides learning how to keep them at bay. Commend your perseverance. I came to deliver good tidings. I've spoken with the House's navigators from the Atlas. At last, I can feel with increasing clarity how our connection is growing stronger. Despite the dissidents in our midst, House Ocelio has been able to keep a precarious equilibrium. thanks in part to your unexpected arrival on Urak 5 and the resolution of the conflict at Draconis Reception. Not all of Orcelios concur with your decision, but none can deny the impact that you, and no one else, have had on the House's present state of affairs. There is more I wish to tell you. It's about the visions that I've come to experience at an increasingly rate during Gemp warps. The same vision comes to me again and again and again. It is as if I'm going mad. But you see, these visions are about me, the Atlas, and Tisiphone Orcelio, the House's previous novator. I've seen Tisiphone's experiments, the ones that involve the navigators from the Sethala branch, which she was rumored to have destroyed for disobedience. The visions told me altogether a different story, one where Sethalan helped Tisiphone create the Atlas, and they vanished immediately after the experiments were done. Perhaps I can... No. I know I can find a way to the Palace of the Atlas if I recreate Tisiphone's journey from my visions. A real palace, not the psychophysical illusion to which the Orcelio navigators can reach out to. I have had a feeling that it truly exists in our world. Now, however, I know it with absolute certainty. Right. What else did your visions tell you? I saw Tisiphone experience an epiphany in a dream. Just like my visions came to me on the travel through the warp. She beheld a planet hidden behind roiling warp storms. The world promised her great powers, so Tisiphone gathered the Thethalas, her most devout followers, to go on a suicidal journey through the Tempest. I know not the details of what happened on that planet, but it was there that the Thethalas sacrificed themselves for an experiment of some kind, and it was there that the House Orcelio obtained its Starway Atlas. For the first time ever, I have an opportunity to find the answers to the question my mentor so deftly avoided. Why did Tisiphone choose me? What is the Atlas? Is it true that House Orcelio past is drenched in blood? Please, Sir Anno, do not snap this tautly drawn string at destiny. My destiny. Journey with me in Tisiphone's wake to the distant stars. Very well, I shall help you. The House is still watching me, both the renegades and the loyalist. I doubt that any of them will agree even to a brief armistice for the sake of learning the truth about the Atlas origin, and I do not wish to see House Orcelio lose even one more life to another fratricidal skirmish. No, she'll go after the answers with our own past on my own. Then it's best that we go alone. Thank you for understanding, Rogue Trader. And now, permit me to take my leave. I must stay prepared for the journey. For what I have been able to glean, we must first travel to the Orcelio prophecy system. Odd that. Could it be that the historical recordings are lying, and Helene Orcelio is not who the star system is named after? Either way, it was the system from which Tisiphone embarked her journey, and we are going to follow her in long-forgotten footsteps. Oh, alright then. Let's add that to the pile of things we have to do, I guess. So where the fuck are we gonna go now? Okay, so where it... Oh! Wait. Visions. We have performed a ritual? What ritual? What's happening? Performed a ritual. And then there's this one. Oh. Eye of the Magnetic Storm. Which one was this? Eye of the Magnetic Storm. Incident, talk to Nomos. What? Inspect the... Oh, that's where the wreck is. Oh, got it. Hey Jay, how were them gorillas? Well, not as good as I had hoped. music was good, but the lead singer of the Gorillaz was drunk when he got on stage, and he just sang drunk through everything. It was still good, but according to friends and family who have seen the Gorillaz before, they've been better. Turns out that singing drunk really doesn't work that well. Permission to report, Lord Captain. Mistress Kibella has been apprehended by enforcers at the scene of a crime. Eyewitnesses saw her assault and kill the esteemed Chirurgeon Majoris. She has confessed to the murder. Wait, what? I heard a bit on the news. I thought he was just getting old. Nope. He even said it himself on stage. That he had a couple of beers before he started, and then a couple of more. Now he's there on stage, and I'm like, okay, man. Thank God that they were not the main act. 21 Pilots was the main act, and they were pretty good, so the day wasn't ruined, at least. Well, not that they were bad. The Gorillaz weren't bad, per se. It just wasn't as spectacular as I had hoped. The penalty for murdering senior officer is death. However, Mistress Kibella, honorary service in her special status, I dare not proceed without your permission. She is incarcerated and awaits your judgment. Let me know when you are ready to hear her case. Lord Captain, urgent Vox transmission from the Sector Bionica. Hail, Rogue Trader. As you know, there are no unsolvable dilemmas, only poorly formulated questions. You strike me as someone who knows how to ask the right questions, and so I would like to invite you to participate in my scientific research. Would you honor me with your presence in the Sector Bionica? I would like to know more if I agree. Well, in that case, I am interested more in your philosophical outlook rather than your practical skills. I do no doubt the extent of your knowledge, but I myself will handle the technical aspects of the process. If you want to know about my focus and objectives, my research is dedicated to the extension and optimization of the vital processes that occur in organic flesh. Key is to this endeavor will be deriving a formula to quantify righteousness. Your assistance in the matter will be invaluable. Alright, sure. Blessed are those who eat a call of the Sire. I look forward to our conversation, trader. Beers at 30 degrees Celsius, not the best idea. Nope. I myself had one drink, strawberry margaritas. And I already did not feel sober after one single drink, so yeah. Gotta drink that water. Also lots of cola. What? Oh, what is happening? Stop poking the man with your arms. On the operating table, several bodies are laid out, their mutilation exposed to the chilled air. Their chest and abdominal cavities yawn wide, excavated of their augmented organs, which now nestle in flasks, still connected to the bodies by tubes and cables. Judged by the rhythmic contractions, the organs are still functioning. Yugun hovers beside the table, assiduously taking measurements and jabbing mechatendrils into the extracted organs or inside the bodies. Nunchus keeps stoic vigil nearby, an impassive observer of this grotesque spectacle. Closer look at the bodies. 3 men of different ages lie before you, young, middle-aged, and old. If you look closely, you can see that they still have a semblance of life about them. Each one had the top of their skull delicately removed, and electrodes are now attached to the bluish-hue brain tissue, latticed with blood vessels. Below the neck is one continued gaping wound, the edges spread and held in place by a complex system of clamps. Sam the young man. Pathological, emaciated build and spiny, almost transparent limbs indicate that this is a voidborn. A glance into the open ribcage reveals signs of damage. The sac around the heart is torn, and the vessel have been reinforced with metal staples. The poor young's heart is half augmented. Both ventricles have been replaced by pumps, which are connected to opaque tubes that run to the Medicae device reservoir. The man's neck is tattooed with the bay coat and title job. Seems he's a common worker from the lower deck. Examine the regular man. With this well-developed muscular and strong bones, the man presents a stark contrast to the others. His left arm is missing, along with part of his shoulder. Shreds of major vessels protrude from the neatly trimmed stump. They have been closed off with bizarre-looking end caps that are wired to a metal arm lying nearby. The Enforcer's emblem is tattooed on the man's neck, topped with the Von Valencia's coat of arms. And then the old man. The old man's eyelids are closed and his face is serene. He might appear to be sleeping peacefully were it not for the deadly pallor of his face and his monstrously mangled neck. He had been fitted with a voice implant at some point previously, but it had recently been wrenched from the unfortunate man's body. Even so, ever so often, the metal hose, who now serving as his trachea, emits a reedy whistling sound. He is clutching something tightly in his right hand. It is an ornate set of prayer beads, the kind used by ordained servants of the Essex clergy. Alright. No, dearest colleague, that would be excessive. Alright, Eugene, Eogan, what kind of experiment do you plan to conduct? Rogue traitor, your rifle has triggered a cascade of impulses in the prefrontal cortex of my brain. Delight, that's the word I was searching for. Cast off your worries, the subjects of the experiment have been preserved through a combination of alchemical compounds, local transactions of motive force, and moderately invasive augmentation procedures. In other words, all three are very much alive. The crux, all three organisms were found in critical condition. I asked myself, is their usefulness and productivity capacity truly at an end? Nonsense! To move from a state of being to a state of non-being entails no benefit or meaning. I personally ensure that their vital functions were preserved. Our goal would not be simpler, to vanquish death by creating the perfect righteous man. That which I have dubbed the Tria Somata. Needless to say, the procedure is extremely experimental and demands a certain looseness of interpretation in regards of the augmentation canons, as well as integration of components that would incur the Imperium's disapproval. But the Omnisize teaches us that we surmount any obstacle in the name of knowledge, especially when pursuing a goal of such magnitude. Tria Somata? What's that? The truant essence, the amalgam of the best consensual part of the three individuals who have excelled themselves in service. Metaphysically, it consists of three beings, mortal flesh, ferrum sanctum, and righteousness. By creating the perfect combination, we will achieve a totality that is vastly superior to its components in its qualities and usefulness to the Imperium. So, why are all three of these subjects so mutilated? Two reasons. First is that they were previously fatally injured. I had performed numerous rites and manipulations to ensure that each was able to avoid a fatal outcome. The second is that I've been conducting the necessary measurements to fulfill assess the compatibility of configuration of ferrum sanctum and organic components for an optimal experimental result. This often requires the extraction of said components. And why is this important to you? An angry spark zips along the pythons of Manipulus' beard. He floats higher, turning his gowering glaze onto the sector ceiling. Because I cannot abide to senseless waste of potential. I cannot accept that foolish accident and the fragility of organic flesh can, in an instant, deprive the Imperium of a worthy servants. And if I am able to extend their servant's life, I will do so, whatever the cost. Eogan's passionate speech could be mistaken for pride and conceit. Something else lies behind it. A doggedness born of a deeply personal experience. This man carries a heavy burden. The experiment is one of his many attempts to relieve himself of it at last. Many more questions plaguing you, rogue trader. Right. Organisms? They're not things, you you talk about people. Ah, I see we found a lacuna in your knowledge of scientific syntax. An organism is... Yugon breaks off and casts a confusing look on nonsense. Ah, apologies, rogue trader. I'm not well versed in contact with laypersons. Nuncius far surpasses me in every way when it comes to communication. I recognize that these individuals have minds, desires, and needs. I have not attempted to interfere with their personalities. On the contrary, I wholly admire each of their traits. I use the term organism with nothing but the deepest respect for these men and their vital functions. What is the particular significance of your experiments? Why, in their current state, each of the subject is doomed. Just as a part of dying mechanisms can be combined again to create a functioning mechanism, so too can these subjects be combined into a single entity, granting them continued life through the correct configuration of the Ferrum Sanctum and the organic components of all. The only thing I require to continue the experiment is a solution of my dilemma. Which subject should serve as the basis? What? How do you decide to create a trisoma out of these three? There are strong arguments in favor of each of them. Firstly, they've all performed their service impeccably, which suggests outstanding human qualities. Secondly, each body is robust enough to receive the blessing of the Omnissiah. And thirdly, there is no other chance of salvation for any of them. Oh. I'm doing very well. I'll help you. This is the one. I can detail the composition and humor ratio of each experimental subject, measure the mass of their frontal lobe, or answer with a picosecond accurately how often their hearts contract. But how does one calculate a man's righteousness? How does you weight diligence of service? You will answer me these questions by choosing the basis, the triasoma. Your assessment will be the linchpin on which the experiment all hinges. Why not ask Nuncius for advice? My dear colleague and I have more than one concilium, but we have never reached consensus. Nuncius is the skeptic, and our positions rarely align, but we tend to reach compromise in the end. But alas, not on this occasion. The only thing we agreed on is that we need a third opinion. Only you can furnish us with said opinion. This is an incontrovertible fact. Why not just combine all three minds to serve as the basis? Three minds cannot coexist in one body, setting aside the fact that even I would not be able to capable of achieving such a feat of practice. In theory, it would certainly lead to complete deconstruction of all three minds. Some less flexible thinkers might even consider it heresy. You sense agreement in Nuncius' silence. As my dearest colleague rightly notes, we have encountered many such points of contention over the years. Right, before I make my choice, tell me about the merits of all three. Enforcer Lauren Key. He was diligently served on the ship since birth. Participant in countless combat landings, where he was a model of valor and steadfastness. He was known on the lower deck for his tough but fair. His last act of heroism was the rescue of an enforcer patrol and a number of workers on deck 515E2. Lorenick placed his own body over a crack grenade, thrown from the crowd by a mutineer. Preacher Cleophanus. Originally assigned to serve in the ship's reliquary, he rejected the luxury of the chapel in favor of eternal pilgrim on the decks, where no servant of the ex-clergy has ever set foot. Through his example and word, he encouraged and instructed the outcast and forgotten. Thousands of souls who would have otherwise have lost their faith and fallen to heresy came to know the word of the Emperor. But it only took one to end Cleophanus' preaching for good. A madman attacked him during a serum, managed to rip out the preacher's vocal implants before the crowd tore him apart. Mikosh, a ventilation shaft crawler from Sorting Hub 10. He dutifully burned mold, slime, and vermin, and would be the first to climb into the blocking ducts, risking his life to deliver recycled air into the sector. He was a true believer and never limited his lot. In his final foray, he saved hundreds of workers by using his body to plunge a hole in the combustible gas pipe. The toxicity led to cardiac arrest and blood poisoning. Right, I'll make a decision, I guess. Who will form the basis? The worker. Choice has been made, but you will deign to answer my question. Why him? I must know your thoughts. He could have saved himself, but he chose to sacrifice himself for the sector. Selflessness is the highest expression of righteousness. Thank you, Sir Anno. This is it, the solution of our dilemma. I will begin the Triasomnia procedure. May organic flesh and sacred machine be one. Oh, damn. With a barely audible crunch, Eugen's injector mechadrites pierce the brain tissue. The man's face contorts in anguish and his back arcs in a fit of spasms. His brow furrowing, the janitor delivers a powerful blow of motive force, and the unfortunate man drops limply back onto the table. The tech priest manipulators dart between the three bodies, separating organs, augmetics, and limbs, transferring them to the new host. Discharges of electricity coruscate around Eugen's hulking figure, going brighter and brighter until the final flash leaves you temporarily blinded. When your vision returns, you see the manipulus carefully releasing the subject's limb from their restraint. The procedure is complete. Oh. Well, that's not good. The creature, which a second ago resembled a humanoid lump of bloody meat studded with metal, suddenly leaps up with unexpected vigor, tossing Eugen backward and letting out an unintelligible howl of suffering. Before anyone can react, the amalgam man, barreling towards the entrance of the Sector Bionica, filled the deserted corridors with his plaintive moans. Impossible! The calculations were perfectly calibrated. All factors are taken into consideration. Was the specimen defective? I must find the Trisomata immediately and determine what went wrong. Lord Captain, an urgent report from Mistress Saurback. A strange creature resembling a malfunctioning servitor is heading towards the lower decks, shouting pleas and making reference to you and Janitor Febris. Enforcers have been dispatched to intercept, but they assumed you would prefer to assess the situation personally. Thank you, Vigis, Janitor Febris, and I will set out immediately. One way or another, we must see the experiment through to the end. Oh, you're joining us? Well, alright then. God, it's warm in here.
Let us not dawdle.
The lower rubble. What is... Oh, I see blood. I sniffed the blood.
See? Right there.
What? What do we see? What do we see? Container. Wait, I thought we already did that once. Did we not do that once? Pipe. Eat.
Is there money to be made?
No. Oh, we did it once. Or was it here? There it is. It does not reach the end. Yeah. Okay, you know what? Never mind. It's fine. It's so good. It's fine. Let's see what happens to our boy. Oh dear. You're not looking so good. Hey, buddy. The Trias Armada lies prostrated before the entrance to the bay. A faint Aquila on the door, the only witness to his incoherent babbling. His hysterical wails of the righteousness triune man are interrupted from time to time by the clanging of his augmented skull against the deck. A vicious mixture of blood and oil ooze from the staples on his forehead, and his fingernails are chipped when he attempts to dig the implants out of his body. The young man stutters out a prayer, interspersed with fearful lamentation to the unseen interlocutor. Lemanus shows weakness of spirit. God Emperor, let me get up and work. A spasm racks his body, and his already muddled speech turns into a frightened cacophony that barely sounds like a language. Suddenly, the Triasomata pounds his head on the desk again, and spews forth another medley of ragged sentences. Do I have a choice? Hunger's pawing at my door. I will work my shift, and die before I betray the dynasty. The subject left the sector Bionica prematurely. Nuncius is right. I was so absorbed in the trisomnia procedure and its successful outcome that I made the mistake of unfastening the restraints before the psychological evaluation could be conducted. Rogue Tradery must stabilize the Trisomata before the specimen is forever lost to us. Nuncius, present me. The servo skull hovers haughtily without uttering a word. It is clear he thinks you need no introduction. How do we stabilize him? Just a bandage binds a wound and a patch secures damaged steel. So can words heal a fractured mind. He's bewildered and frightened. He does not understand the gift he's been given. Talk to him. Martin. Greetings, I'm Sir Anno. Just want to talk. The mumbling and head thumping stops. The man shifts his cloudy gaze to you, and you see recognition in his eyes. Lord Captain. I am no layperson. I'll work my shift. That's no excuse for idleness, but my heart, give it back. I beg you. Because can a person who sacrificed himself for others be without a heart? May beat differently, but it does still beat. I believe in you, and everyone you saved believes in you too. Do you? I can feel it, struggling. The Lord Captain believes? Sorting up 10. I won't bring shame. I will work my shift. I won't betray the dynasty. The Trisomata stops. The poor man's shoulders slowly slump, and the convulsions steadily subside. His lucidity does not last. The amalgam's eyes soon go blank and his mouth stretches into a blissful smile. Rocking peacefully and drooling, he murmurs broken snippets from his former life and prayers to the Emperor. Absurd! Unacceptable! You have succeeded in pacifying him, but Trisomata is rejecting the attempts of implant machine spirits to contain the cognitive entropy. Total personality degradation is inevitable. I must reassemble him. That is enough, Eugen. Leave this blissful fool be, and let the medici from the Sector Bionicus tend to him until the end. Trisomata obediently allowed him to be led away. The man keeps his eyes fixed on the Aquila, murmuring prayer until he is lost to your sight. Rogue Trader. I'm experiencing a cognitive block. I have analyzed every possible failure, hypothesized and double-checked every step I made. I have failed to identify a single mistake. The organic part of the ferrum sect joined together perfectly. The brain was perfectly preserved. These complications should never have occurred, and yet the outcome cannot be denied. My calculations were perfectly correct, and it is an incontrovertible fact. So, was the flaw in the condition or in the subjects themselves? Why, the worker, the enforcer, and the priest have their own purpose. It's impossible to assemble from them a unified whole, fit for all three roles and duties at the same time. Every tool shall be rewarded according to its function. Have I scorned the doctrines of operation? It is inconceivable. This calls for thorough analysis and reinterpretation of the sacred text. I was seeking a righteous man, but I should have calculated righteousness in myself. Rogue trader, I thank you for your contribution to the research. Nuncius and I can now call you colleague in earnestness. I need to rethink, and discuss this new data with Nuncius. Please find me in the bridge later. We must discuss the result of the experiment. Okay. Goodies. Mine.
Rise
So
to
let's leave this
get left in
place.
the dust.
This place is smelly. Hey. All right, let's leave this. Wait, hold on. I need to. What? He's not here. I also need to talk to our murderous little psychopath, which I believe was it Sector Bionica? I think so. Or was it somewhere else? No, wait, Sector Bionica is from Newell Deals. I don't think that... my assistants... Yeah, they're not here. No. Oh, hey! It's a tree, a Somata. He's praying. Oh, look at him go. But the Void Trip Shrine. Oh, a shrine? Okay, let's put you away again. Get Pascal back. I need his bird. His bird is cool. And let's figure out what the fuck's going on. Nope, I don't think it's here. Damn, there's a lot of people here. Where is... Or do I need to talk to... Wait. I'm lost. In my own goddamn ship. Alright, come on. Let's try this again. Jocasta, where the fuck do I go? Jocasta was over here. Hello. Alright, bring Kabila here. I must know what drove her to murder. Let justice be done. Rotating chair! Lord Captain, a murder has been committed on this ship. The victim was one Letard Forius, a chirurgeon majoris. The perpetrator was apprehended at the scene of the crime, admitting her guilt, and did not resist arrest. Isabella appears cold and apathetic. Her unblinking eyes stare vacantly, her expression odd. The Forosian clan will invoke a ship's tradition and summon a requisitor to testify on behalf of the deceased. Requisitor? Explain. When there is no one to speak for the deceased person in court, their representative is entitled to seek assistance from a member of the Requisitor Guild. Their duty is to know and remember each and every person on this ship so that they can defend the interest of the deceased and represent them in court. They study the victim's entire life history to gain the most detailed impression of their personality, deeds, and aspirations. The guild was founded by one of your distant ancestors and, to my knowledge, the Requisitors only exist in our glorious flagship. Ooh. Um. Well, tell me about the circumstances of the murder. The eyewitness accounts don't give us much. The deceased and the murderer had a brief conversation, following which Mistress Kabila beheaded the chirurgeon Majoris. The witnesses did not overhear any of the details of the conversation. Is it true that you killed him? Yes. It was me. Why? The heartless man took on a burden that was not his to bear. His duty was to heal, but instead he sent people to the Undying One. People whose time had not yet come. He was cruel, and he had no intention of ever stopping. Your influence has made Kabila more compassionate. Oh. The Undying One never whispered his name. I myself decided to sever his thread. So she felt like killing some servant. Why do they all take such offense? Is every corpse going to cause such a stir from now on? I told you it would end like this. Why would no one listen to little old Jay? Her colors have changed. Scarlet and gold are drowning in the rage of muddled crimson, the misty blues of sorrow, and the impenetrable greens of doubt. These shades are all in conflict, meddling together in a frenetic tapestry. You walked a narrow path, dark path, across a yawning abyss. It is small wonder that you have stumbled. The soul, already mangled by bloody and frightening service, has fractured further still. Can it still be saved? She was never sane to begin with. Judging lunatics is a thankless duty. The most important thing is to address her that her cult is guilty of having drilled the notion of chosenness into her head. The whole sect must answer for this instinct. As the victim's representative, the esteemed Letard served his lordship and his dynasty for many years. He treated the sick and gained new knowledge as his trade commanded. He saved many, but he himself was not sane. He caused Mistress Cabela no grievance, never offended her. He merely answered her questions regarding his work, whereupon he was attacked, and so he had right to demand a reckoning. The death of his murder would be lawful and proportionated retribution. The heartless man did more than heal people. He maimed them too, tortured them, killed them slowly, and observed. He treated the sick and he gained knowledge. The boots of those who walked along the path of wisdom leaves bloody footprints. It is a rule that existed long before the esteemed Letard. Who specifically did he torture? Unimportant people, common people, doomed people. This was the esteemed Letard's way of thinking. Does a doomed leper care whether the disease or the knife is causing them pain? Is the formula for medicine that would cure disfigured officers not worth the lives of a few dozen commoners turned pest subjects? With the knowledge he gained, he invented a multitude of balms, antidotes, and treatment methods that went on to save thousands of lives. His methods were revolting. His methods were efficient. Only one who never laid upon the operating table would prefer a principled healer to a competent one. No. Kabila is not just a subject of ordinary justice. Nah. Warriors deserve to die, and I'm not going to punish Kabila for that murder. As for his practices, they are henceforth banned from the ship. A single voice cuts through the ensuing silence. That is the Lord Captain's will, but the deceased would not call it justice. I cannot be put on trial. None have the right to judge a spinner of death. What's happening? Vizier of the Bloodspun Web. Only he can judge. Through the Vizier's eyes are sewn shut, one can still read a grief that permeates his wrinkled features. He whispers in a sorrowful voice, "You have strayed from the thread. You have doomed the tenants of the Bloodspun Web to oblivion. What a sorry end. For me, not for you. For I am compelled to usher my apprentice's soul to the other side, for it is my own time to go." Why have you come here, Vizier? To take the one who no longer sees the tenants, to give her to him. She is dangerous. To pacify her forever. Such is my duty, and so it must be. Mentor, why me? Do you truly think the greatest danger to your flock is me? What is happening to her? She is not herself. The second spinner is in the throes of a spiritual ailment that we call count. The most terrible ailment, through harmless to layfolk, is deadliness. For a doubtful spinner will stray from its destined thread and into a bloodthirsty madness. Doubt brings them to the undying one before their time. Our service is demanding. It requires clarity and a sense of purpose that she no longer possesses. Long have I sensed the seed of anxiety in her, but I hoped her reason would prove stronger and prevail. Alas, I now see the mark of despondence on her. Alas, I know that I am not mistaken. Oh, there must be a way to help her. How would one heal the soul of another? Domin. She is fighting a losing battle in the mind. One she has all but lost. We cannot enter her mind. We cannot reach out a hand to her. Although, you could. A thread binds the Domin and his shadow together. A rare thread, a shared thread. Will that connection be enough for you, for your souls to enter into harmony? I must attempt to save her. At the very least. Then seek a steward of soul. An artisan who could put both you in a psychos trance, allowing your minds to become one. You have a chapel full of astropaths, Domin. One of them will surely do you that service. See that their guidance is strong, for inside her soul you will encounter monsters. A doubt-ridden mind is a dangerous place. Am I going into the mind of my allies? Well, I don't. The things I don't do for you, even though I don't even use you. Alright, Astrophatic Chapel, here we go. It is time. This. Oh. I did not even realize. There were coupons. Goddamn. Chill out.
I always keep my options open.
Let's go. Your lordship. Your lordship seldom comes here without a reason. How can be of service today? How are your ghosts? The mistakes of the past no longer haunt me. Not in my dream or in reality. But I still remember. I remember every single one of them. Right, so could you connect me with Kabila's mind? And I need to get inside of her. Synchronized trance is a complex telepathical practice. Things can go awry unless both participants trust each other and have a strong spiritual connection. However, I can sense that you do. I would be honored to be your guide through the ritual, Lord Captain. But remember, it is easy to get lost in another person's thoughts. And the fear of others houses monsters. I'm prepared for that. Put us into a trance. I was still in the chapel, said Anno, to hold a vigil in prayer. May the Emperor helps you return this lost soul to the righteous path. May the God Emperor aid you, Lord Captain. Oh. Glowing purple. Oh, hello. A shackled mind cannot comprehend the wisdom contained herein. Therefore repeats he is death. Release your breath with each word. Cleanse your thoughts. He is death. Truth lies in death. Free your soul from the body's cage. Become nothing. He is death. Now that your heartbeat is in perfect line and your vision is shrouded in dusk, you've almost reached a state of purity and balance. Heed. No human will see death before their time. That is the delusion of the living. Heed, to make which we say, strong spirit can travel there and make the journey back. Heed the tale of the great Domin Anno, who descended into the kingdom of the dead to retrieve his shadow. He is dead. Birth and death are one. We are snatched from a place of warmth and sent blood-covered into an unfamiliar world. Dying is the same. The Domin too learned this as he opened his eyes and found himself on the lower decks, lying in a cold coffin. He beheld his ship drifting through nothingness, an adamantine giant corpse, a skeleton moaning from the winds of entropy. A tempest of rust has been gnawing at his plus steel bones and twisting its vein-like cables, while machine oil oozes down its bulkhead like lymph. Had the Domin been alone, he would have lost his way inside the ship's mangled bowels, but a guide reached his hand. The spirit of old Veni Zachary had loyally followed the Domin to the other side. In the labyrinth of the hereafter, the piercing gaze of Veni Zachary discerns the thorny path of the halls of death. Loyal servants sworn to protect his lord. Together, the Domin and Veni made their way through the malformed frame of the ship. From the cold catacombs of the lower deck, they traveled up into the fires of the ship's crematorium. Tongues of flames licked at them, but they did not burn. Columns of the dead marched towards them, turned to ash in the fire, and the Domin and Veni walked towards the dead in return. The great gate of the crematorium, their path was blocked by the executioner, a sentinel made of metal spikes and coiling blades with roaring flame and pale bleeding bodies writhing within. Such is a blade that has lost the strength of the tenants, a murderous monster no longer driven by fate, but by dark desires. The Domin saw that the fight was inevitable and banished the monster with a fervent prayer to the Emperor. The beast prostrated itself and began to tear its own body apart, for words or true fate pacify even the worst of evils with a sense of shame and self-loathing. And a turret appears, and a card of this turret appears in the Domin's hand. It was the God Emperor. The first doubt was dispelled. He is death. Veni Zachary led the Domin out of the hot furnace of the crematorium, and he walked past the long columns of the dead. Frayed was their attire, their bones scraped against their archmetics and scratched their decrepit bones. They were moaning sorrowfully, and the sound made memory fade away. Domin saw the dead were carrying an ark, and inside the ark was a thing, a lost child cocooned in silk, shedding crimson tears for the unknown. The unliving carried her as servants would carry their lady. Laudly lament their fate. Such is a blade mired in broodings over the lost past, a helpless child paralyzed by regrets. Lest he sinks into the soft rot of their wails and perish, the Domin gently spoke to the lost child. And the lost child's tear dried, and with meek sigh she returned to nothingness. For mercy, too, can be the blade that brings peace. And then a card of his tarot appeared in Domin's hand. It was the star. The second doubt was the spell. He is death. And then the old Veni led the Domin to the upper decks, and the Domin entered into the officer's chamber. A web of veins adorned the walls, entangling the precious trophies and statues were bound in intertwining sinew. And high upon the balcony, the dismembered judge wailed as he attempted to reassemble himself with his pale hands. But his movements merely tightened the tangle of flesh, turning the chamber into a snare. Such is the blade tangled and trapped into the misunderstood teachings. A hapless creature that does not know its place in the world. In order to continue the journey, the Domin helped the judge by returning each of his organs to their proper place. And the judge became whole again, and regained his comprehension of the world. For one who is wise can make the whole world what was broken. And then a card of his tarot appeared in Domin's hand. It was the rogue trader. And the third doubt was dispelled. He is dead. The flagship's bridge was draped in skulls and webs, and pale souls of the dead flocked to the foot of the throne, upon which sat the undying emperor, protector of mankind. May his praise be innumerable. Starlight shone coldly in the eyes of his skull, and the galaxy rested in his mighty hand. The Domin approached the throne and... greeted him with pride and dignity. The undying emperor grinned a bony grin, and cast a glance at the Domin, and at that moment something died forever inside of the Domin. For the piece of arrogant pride in the face of death is always heavy, but worth its weight. Then the Undying One spoke, and these words are to be preserved in your hearts as the greatest of prayers, for they sprung from a source that was and is the holiest of all things. I know you, Domin. I know your heart, and the softness that dwells within it. Many who were due to pass on to me remain alive as your heart will it. But I am not angered, for they will pass on to me. The Undying Emperor, may his praise be innumerable, said no more, and it was the Domin's turn to speak. And speak the Domin did, saying that he had come to find his shadow and rescue her. The skeletal fingers stirred, and the Domin's shadow loomed out of the darkness beside his throne. He was bound in black chains and asleep. The Undying One was silent. Now was the time to offer a payment, as death would give nothing away without paying in return. And the Domin promised the Undying One. Oh. Nothing. For everything in this world is nothing. And the Undying One himself is a lord of nothing. Those were true words. For everything is indeed nothing, and the Undying Emperor is the lord of nothing. For all things live only to turn to dust in death. The Domin's wisdom pleased the Undying One. Then the Undying Emperor leaned over the Domin's and drove a skeletal finger right into his heart. And then he pulled a scarlet thread of his soul, and the thread trembled, stretched to the limit, and was then a revelation came to the Domin. A life must be paid for a life. And a name was revealed to him. Naki Erebus was the life the Undying One demanded as payment. And the Domin agreed to the price. An oath of blood was sworn, and the chains fell from the Domin's shadow. Yet she remained silent and motionless, for she saw no sense to leave the halls of the dead, to which the Domin told her that her congregation was suffering without her affection and the Undying One's mercy. And there was clarity into the shadow's soul, and her eyes opened, her doubt vanished, and she glimpsed the truth in her lord's words. Preserving the defenseless from heinous designs would give her strength. Eradicating the ruiners of the souls would give her purpose. The shadow would wrap the blood-spun webs threads around the ship, and thus be redeemed of her flaws. He is dead. The Domin and his shadow left the bridge of the Undying Emperor, May his praises be innumerable, and their path was strewn with his tarot cards. Among them, the Domin saw the card of the executioner, who carried out sentence and brings a violent end to that which he did not begin. Among them, the Domin saw the card of the lost child, who was torn from her roots and support, but carries within a stillness seed of a promise that would recover them someday. Among them, the Domin saw the card of the judge, who weighed and separated guilt from innocent, and passed his verdict. And they descended into the lower bay, lay down in a stone coffin, and closed their eyes. And the Domin heard the undying emperor's voice promising they would meet again, and soon. And thereupon their journey ended. And so it was that the Domin, having seen death before his due time, traveled back there and back to bring us these tidings and wisdoms. Be free of doubt as you walk along the threads of the blood-spun web, for these threads lead to him, and thus, as does all of existence, he is death. Domin Sir Anno. Are you well, Kibella? You remember what happened? How we met death? I remember stumbling. I remember my doubt in the truth of the tenants throwing me off my feet. I remember deciding to kill, and not because I had heard his whisper, but because I deemed it to be right. Death whispered my name, for a spinner without a thread is like a sky without stars. They would drown in their own soul's darkness. But you have reminded me of who I am, that my shameful weakness must be extinguished. This Naki Erebus is the payment of the Undying One demands. Price of redemption, price of freedom. Who is this person? Where are they from? I do not know. Help me find them, Domin. Your factotum oversees archives that contain many names. Let them find the one that death spoken of, and I will pay the price that hath set. For I know, I feel with all my essence, the death of Naki Erebus is the key, the answer to my questions.
Always keep
Well,
your
shit,
eye on the
guys, we
prize.
died. And then we talked to the God Emperor. And then we told him, you're nothing. And then we left. And then we had a party. Everyone was wearing party hats. It was very weird. Even the Flying Skulls had party hats. Nuncius was a magnificent breakdancer, which was very weird because the Flying Skull had no arms or legs to breakdance with. Alright. Locate the person that we are looking for. Erebus. The clan's name is familiar. If I may ask your lordship to give me a little more time. The flagship's archives being as vast as they are, spare no effort in finding Naki Erebus as soon as possible. I've found him, your lordship. The Erebus family are a lesser void-born clan. They served in the boarding teams for many generations, spilling the blood and name of the dynasty. In service of her ladyship Theodora, Erebus displayed impeccable heroism on several occasions. Unfortunately, the clan was all but wiped out 2 decades ago during a confrontation with enemies of humanity. For their valor and sacrifice, Lady Theodora granted surviving members of the clan noble estate privileges and the right to settle in the capital world. It's not very common to have Voidborn settle on a planet. Gravity is merciless to the Voidborn, but that does not mean they are incapable of adapting to it. Living on the capital world is a reward worth putting in the effort for. Right, and what about these Naki Erebus? The name Naki appears in reports. At least a dozen different women bore it over the several centuries. But there is no data on any living person with that name. The head of the Erebus family will likely have more information about the past 2 decades of their clan's history on Dragonus. Then I guess I have to go to Dragonus. Alright, well. Why must my companions all have such horrible traumatic past that under no circumstances can be fixed with a, I don't know, a hot cocoa or something? Oh, dear Lord. To the nameless star, let's find out what's going on here. Permission to speak, Lord Captain. The August crew has registered activity in the orbit of Quansatema, one of the worlds of the Winterscale dynasty. According to report, the Emperor's Vow, the flagship of rogue trader Caligos Winterscale, is positioned over the southern hemisphere. Oh. Oh, fuck. Idira, Lord Captain. Lord Captain, this is it right there, so very close. The whisper is whisper. They won't stop. They keep buzzing in both my ears that my little door is somewhere on this world. What little door? The door for my vision. The one I told you, remember? Nothing major, just my last hope of salvation. Alright, calm down. I need to take care of Winterscale's flagship right now. Of course, your Lord Captain. I dare not interrupt you any longer. Allow me to repeat, Lord Captain. The Emperor's Vow, the flagship of Caligos Winterscale, has been detected in the orbit of Quansatema, one of the Winterscale's worlds. What are your orders? What information do we have on Winterscale's flagship? The Emperor Vow is a cruiser carrying up to 120,000 crew. Length overall, 6,000 meters. Beam, 1,000 meters. Estimate time of service into Winterscale Dynasty. Fleet, several millennia. It is known for a fact that the ship has undergone many modifications, including replacement of macro weapons for long-range lasers, batteries, and short-range micro batteries. And I'm afraid this is all we know, Lord Captain. Incredibly ancient, incredibly complex, incredibly unpredictable, and extremely demanding when it comes to resources. I've been one of the highborn through unofficial rulers of the Expanse. I would have definitely chosen this void ship for myself. The Librarium of House Ocelio also holds records of the Emperor's Vow. It has famous owner, to be precise, Sebastian Winterscale, a fledgling road trader of great promise. It is not known how Sebastian acquired this ship, but Lord Captain Winterscale used it to traverse the Mar and find a new home in the Corona's Expanse. Hail the Emperor's Vow. It will be done. The Emperor's Vow sends its greetings to glorious ruler of the Von Valencia's dynasty. This is Airbref Up Dave, his lordship's Caligos Winterscale's Voxmaster, who has the honor of speaking on behalf of his lord today. The booming voice fills the air, startling a few officers on the bridge. However, you can feel that Airbref Up Dave, ostentatiously confident tone is meant to hide his concern. I heard Caligos was hunting Xenos. Where is he now? I do not wish to offend your lordship, but I am the most senior officer aboard the Emperor's Vow. As for the Lord Captain... You see, the Lord Captain has yet another heated argument with the esteemed Incendia Corda, and he had very good reason for his displeasure. I dare not discuss his lordship affairs, but I can divulge that we sent out to protect the dynasty against rightful dissidents from the invasion of the profane Xenos. This is how we arrived here at Quansatema. There is no better hunting grounds when you need to cool off your head, I believe the Lord Captain said. We easily crushed the pathetic mockery of a fleet that laid siege on the unfortunate world. Of course, most of the Xenos fled, but we did reduce a few of their ships to chum from the void beasts. An Eldari fleet. That means there are more Kordorak survivors than I dare to hope. Elantash, I must go to this planet to find them, to try and save them. I will help you save your kin. I'm grateful to you, Elantash. Actually, I'm here to save the Eldari. Then you are a bit late, your lordship. We have eradicated everyone we could reach. One of the ships even crashed on Quetzaltema. The Lord Captain did wish to descend and finish off the elusive. At best, there are a few solitary Xenos left wandering loose. But even the Lord Captain has not been able to find his way out of there for over 30 days. It will be an even greater ordeal for these wounded creatures. Anticipating the next question, your lordship. No, I am confident that the Lord Captain is still alive. His body and spirit do not break easily. Besides, he is accompanied by Wharton the Grey, who would sell his soul if that would help to keep the Lord Captain out of harm's way. May Asurian protect his children. We must halt the frenzy of your stellar rival, Elantash, or else by Isha's tears, his subjects will not escape retribution. Restrain your emotions. Anger only serves to cloud your sight. Sometimes you speak like my kin, Elantash. How could you not find your master over a course of 30 days? Things are not so simple, your lordship. Lord Captain last contacted me from the landing point, currently right under the Vow's belly. We've lost about a dozen shuttles and several hundred scouts in the first days of the search, all of whom went down to Quetzalcoatl and never came back. Our shuttles are relentlessly sweeping the airspace where our people perished. This way, we're able to reduce the search area to just a few thousand kilometers, which still does not change the fact that people in the thicket are disappearing without a trace, and something is jamming the Vox transmissions. Was there anyone else with Kelagos aside from this Wharton? Full hunting party consists of 100 hand-picked enforcers, and his lordship's personal retinue, naturally. So what do you want from me? A generous favor in return of a generous favor. Find the Lord Captain on Quetzalcoatl and bring him back to the Emperor's vow, and I swear by the Golden Throne that I will convince him to side with you in any conflict that occur in the next 100 years. After all, I am allowed to make deals on the Lord Captain's behalf while he remains unavailable. Very well, I need more allies, like Winterscale. Your lordship, I bow before your courage on behalf of the Winterscale dynasty. The data transfer decrees has been signed. My crew will send you landing quarters. The God Emperor grace shines upon you for many years to come. Okay. An ancient bunker. Wait, no, we've already been here before. Right. The Emperor's vow. I can't do anything with it. Okay, so we need to the Fair Forest of Quantum Temples. Okay, so we need to bring her with us, not Idara. Huh. Oh well. What's a Temer? Let us see what happens. Actually, I'm gonna quickly get something, a little bit more water. I'm getting thirsty, as it is very warm in here. I'll be right back. There's a big glass of water, so we can figure out what the fuck's going on here. Oh, I'm in the walls. Ooh. Winterscale shuttle awaits its owner return in vain.
I always have a backup plan.
Oh. Rusted containers for transporting supplies. Their markings indicate that they are several centuries old. Attention, vodka's impossible, blah blah blah. Botanical threat, level alpha 2. We have goodies. Mold birds and rodents have ruined these fruits of the local vegetation. To the right, to the right. I think. I don't fucking know. Where am I going? I need to find him. The idiot. The shuttle disappears in the wild vegetation of the island. Several hours pass before the rogue trader finally admits that he's been aimlessly wandering around in circles. Any attempt to get back on track by retracing his steps have been failed. The Vox communication cannot reach the ships. Now it become clear how Caligos Winterscale could have been lost on his own world. Oh, goody.
Is there money to be made?
Goods. A crashed shuttle. Neither the pilot nor the scouting party survived. Oh, there have goodies. Lush overgrowth has sprung upon in seconds, blocking the way back. Trail is gone. Oh. Just keep running, running, and running, running, and running, running, and running, running, and... This contest, no disrespect. And I don't know the rest of the lyrics. All I know, it's a song from Black Eyed Peas. After several hours of traversing the forest, a small mountain blocks the way. Something about the pattern on the stone seems wrong. A few moments later, it becomes clear that there are cogators, parts glinting in the base of the mountain. The machines appear to have grown into the stone itself along with the dirt and grass, the only proof of their artificial origins being the occasionally flashes of lumen powered by some unknown random impulses. A carcass is lying on a flat stone nearby, cut open in sacrifice to an unknown god. Oh god. Oh, Eldari. Oh, El Eandriel, Kalenian, and Itrisha, the monkey will pay for this suffering. Their spirit stones are shattered. Sartan and she who thirst have long finished her feast. We will destroy them. Every monkey who... You hear that? The soul destroyers are back. Cain, fill our heart with fury. But wait, no. I am friend. I have Earlith with me. We're not enemy. Oh. Well. Shit. Guess I have to kill you now.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I will not yield to the likes of you.
Heinrichs, set me on fire. And then orchestrate my flames. Very good, very good. Ah!
Fate shapes my actions.
Oh god, there was another one. Hey! Saw that. Okay, okay, let's go here. Go down. We mark you. Then we shoot you in the face. And then we mark you.
I understand your intent.
Cut the bolt. We can just shoot him in the face. Then we can mark someone else.
If I must.
And surprise, surprise, we shoot him in the face.
Strive forwards.
You missed. You missed. You hit. Son of a bitch. Why did you hit? Alright, and let's see here. Reckless abandon. We're going to have a captivating audience. Then we're gonna do a little bit. Hello? What happened to my little dance? My dance? The fuck? Okay, fine. We'll do it like this then. Fuck me, I guess. Not giving me my little dance. You know what? Wait. I allow you to use your heroic action, which makes me able to do my heroic action, which means I can hit him where it hurts and do a little dance. Or not. Why can I not do my little dance? The fuck? I hate this. Both of you die. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. And then we jump over here. And then end our turn. Gaze upon
I'm
them.
not accustomed to being ordered around.
And it's back my turn. And I can end.
I need a foothold.
All according to plan. Wait, what's this? Science privilege. Right. We have that. Psychic force.
See to it. I'm done.
And you're dead. Neat. Let's keep setting some people on fire. Oh, I can do it again. Actually, wait. I can just set all of them on fire.
Join the ranks of the dead.
But of course.
And then
See
inflame.
to it. Be gone.
There we go. Wait, I can just.
Feel the power surging.
Good day, I slap you in the face.
Your reckoning is due.
Good day, I slap you in the face.
For the throne, be gone.
Where's the last one? There you are. Good day, I'm, surprise, surprise, gonna slap you in the face. And then I do it again. And then I do it again. And then I do it again.
But of course.
And then I win. Yay!
Remember, innocence proves nothing.
Well, we tried to save your people, but your people attacked me, so I hate them. Also, I'm stealing their stuff now.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Oh, okay, so these aren't really special weapons and stuff. These are just basic bitch weapons. Boy. But we still take all of their stuff. Ooh, there's some goodies here.
I
Nothing
always
really
keep my
special.
options open.
What kind of weapon did we get? Order by oldest and newest. We got this one. Nah. The one I have currently is better. Halfway through the day, the rogue trader discovers a new wonder of Quansa Temer's Forest, a spacious stretch of land overgrown with reddish-brown grass, covered in sickening yellow blisters. No other plant can be seen among the red blades of grass. The answer to this mystery may have something to do with pale spider-like insects crawling on the underside of the blades. Why? I don't like spiders.
I can hardly believe that the governor
Why is there a
of Quansa
trap?
managed to deceive his subjects so easily. Was no one suspicious of the decoy ruler's manners?
What's a peculiar
The
thing?
common people do not always know who rules them. I am sure there are some aboard the rogue trader's ship who still do not know about Theodora's death. A trivial task.
Let's just keep going. The irresistible sweet aroma of fruit teases the rogue trader's olfactory senses, especially after so many hours spent in the stuffy humidity of the forest. But after locating the source of the aroma, he decided against tasting the appetizing fruits. Several mummified corpses lie under the fruit trees, their withered faces a testament of their agony, their body covered in dark wounds resembling the bites of giant leeches. Well, that's not good.
What do we have here?
I am going to grab whatever the fuck they're carrying. Goodies here. Oh, what's this? No, it's just a bolter pistol.
Let us not
Cast your
go.
eye there.
Another trap.
My success was inevitable.
My access was a mama. Eventually, I will arrive at some ruins if the screenshot of the loading screen has anything to say. What? Oh, hello. Oh. Warden the Grey. Don't heed your acts yet, my lord. More game rears their heads, eager to lose them. The mountain of muscle next to the laughing rogue trader menacingly rolls his shoulders. You recognize the hulking man as Warden the Grey, arch-militant to Calicus Winterscale, who accompanies his master to your Magnae Ascensia. Calicus brusquely turns his heels. The blade of his power axe shines threateningly in the sun, covered in fresh blood. On seeing you, he breaks into a bloodthirsty grin. You repeat yourself, Xeno scum. Do you really believe I would fall for your trick twice? Oh, Starborn, graciously allow this priest to speak. The one before you is not... Silence! I did not feed you to the forest beast for one reason alone. You may still be of use. But if you do not want to die with these Xenos, shut your mouth. In the name of the God Emperor Calicus Winterscale, do not make me kill you. No, easy, can we just solve your Xenos problem, not become part of it? Oh, truly? The Eldari next to you is but a trophy then? When by strange coincidence has absolutely no connection to the happenings on my planet? I am here to deliver my people from death at your blood-soaked hands, monkey. Thank the Elantage that your fragile human skull has not yet been pierced by my shot. I admit, Xenos are not quite well versed enough in the rogue trader art of making ridiculous statements to pass as a member of one's retinue. But then, what's this? Is that you, New Blood? Fancy meeting you here. What in the void are you doing on my world, and in such company? Your servants tearfully begged me to return you to your void ship. I magnanimously agreed. Useless void-born freaks. When I return, I'll tear their legs off for doubting my strength, and their heads for not being able to settle their own problems themselves. Who said I want to return to my void ship? Still haven't met a worthy adversary. And one who would grab me by the throat in death's grip. The hunt is not over yet, Sir Anno. You know, your lordship von Valencius. Why not join me in the revelry? The forests here are teeming with Xenos bastards. I'm not greedy. There are enough trophies for both of us. I'm going to assess your condition. Unsurprisingly, at first meeting, Calicus Winterscale appears to before you in the most favorable light. However, under the layer of dried blood and dirt, you notice a strange detail. The rogue trader appears neither wounded nor exhausted. Having spent 30 nights in the forest of Quetzaltemmer, Winterscale has merrily swapped his dazzling smile for a feral grin and drenched himself in the blood of his enemies. I inspect his retinue. Speak with gods. The thin old man looks on with thrusted violet eyes, and you notice silvery sparks glimmering within. His body shivers from the slightest gust of wind, yet you can still sense the power contained within the elderly frame. He nods a meek smile. A panicked Beneric thrill escapes from the tech priest's hood when one of her mecha tendrils goes limp, sparking in multiple places at once. The servant of the Omnissiah gently picks it up and warily wields her come-by tool until the manipulator starts moving again. Trevor Cassani, a tall navigator in ragged clothes of silk and silver, proudly wears the coats of arms of the House Cassani. Half of his face is ruined by a fresh scar left by acid. Sir Anno von Valancius. The navigator nods politely. Though he tries to hide it, his voice is filled with pain and suffering. The Slith mercenary looks rather viciously, frantically clutching their weapon. Their body is peppered with wounds, both old and new, some rotting and some almost healed. Their yellow pupils narrow when you lock eye, but the Xeno quickly loses interest. Worthen the Grey has not changed much since your last meeting. Still the same brute of a man with bloodshot eyes and a dull expression on his face. However, unlike Caligula's other servants, the Archmilitant does not look exhausted, and neither does Caligula's. Both are filled with rage and thirst for battle, as if the hunt only has just begun. I would like to ask some questions about your presence here. Really? I would like the tenderest sea serpent steak and a bottle of Xalaxis Amasec. What misery for 10 moons already. I have been forced to subside on grass, roots, and insect larvae. Save your questions for later, Sir Anno. I'm not talkative when hungry. Let's find a way to the old man's village, and then I'll give you your audience. The forest home of this priest and his people, always been full of wisdom and life. The fire rained cold by the outsiders from the darkness, one great moon, and one small wound ago angered the forest spirits. This priest must find his way home, to the heart of Quetzal Temple, from the soothing ritual alongside his tribe. Until he does, the spirits will suffer in twisty trails. Till he does, the Starborn will not be able to return to the stars. You have already destroyed 4 Xeno ships. Is that not a great victory itself? Seize this hunt and I shall make the Xenos leave your worlds forever. Treat when the enemy's bones already crunch underfoot. Alien blood will flood the lands of Quadzatema. Only then will the Xenos have paid for their insolence. Quiet, Wharton. Oh wait, that was Wharton's speech. Quiet, Wharton. This hunt truly has dragged on for quite some time. The ever-twisting paths, the paltry game, the dullness of it all is suffocating. I may accept your proposal, Sir Anno, but only when I am certain of the destruction of the remaining enemies. Of course, that's assuming we find him within this accursed forest. Then the first order of business is to return the priest to the heart of the forest and calm his rage. Well, what are you waiting for, Nubla? I wandered these forests for 30 nights and did not find the way to the old Twig's village. We'll see if you can bring us better luck. Move out. Okay. Loot, loot, loot.
Success is the only
The fruit
outcome I
gatherers,
accept.
the fruit gathering bodies have been savaged and gnawed on by local wildlife. They likely were prevented from leaving the area by the moving forest. Ooh, what's this? Bayonet chain knife. When the wearer attacks a target, any ranged weapons in a one cell range, the attack inflicts bleeding. The target also suffers a plus 25 critical damage from all attacks made against it. Ooh. What do you have? Lore Imperium. Plus Lore Imperium. I think we can change that. Hold on. We don't need that much Lore Imperium. We'll give you more knowledge sooner or later. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, this is fine. This is fine. Excellent.
Always keep your eye on the price.
Smells sweet. Rotting fruit. Other things. Blah, blah. More goodies. Yay. Goodies. Ah, there it is. Exit. Stage left. Halfway through the day, the rogue trader discovers a new wonder of Quetzaltemmer's forest. A spacious stretch of land. Wait, no, we've already seen this.
Is there money to be made?
Operation successful.
Successful. What's this? A Tempest Carapace Elite Backpack. While the wearer's weapon has a base rate of fire or strike count equal to 2 to 4, the parameter is increased by +1. If it is a ranged weapon, its recoil is doubled. While the wearer's weapon has 5 or more base rate, the hit chance of the burst is increased by 12. If it is a ranged weapon, the recoil is negated. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Hold the fucking phone. That's insane. Hold the phone. Why? Yes. Please. Wait, increase all damage except direct damage. Versatility stacks. Well, we don't care about that. There we go. That's better. That's better. Good loot. Good loot. Judging by Xenos, things are bad. Blah 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 blah.
Always keep
Back
my
to the
options
forest.
open.
Here we go. Just keep walking. Just keep walking. The trek among the monotonous forest landscape is becoming dull. The rogue trader's weary eyes are ready to close of their own accord when the usual sounds of the forest are interrupted by a blood-curdling scream. The cries are drawing closer and closer, and then their source finally appears. A small creature with slick black fur and a long tail. As if mocking the rogue trader, it lets out another piercing cry and then scurries away, its yellow hind paws winking between the 3 branches. Okay,
Rise to the
so
top or get left in the
just
dust.
an animal
I
screaming.
have learned much in my exile. A trivial task.
Trivial task indeed. Arch Militant's Cape. Each of the wearer's critical hits made with a ranged weapon increases their melee weapon's critical damage by +6. Oh. Oh, that's good for him.
The Inquisition
Ulfar.
taught me many
Oh,
things.
hello.
This is intriguing. That's how it's done.
The unknown captain's body has been preserved thanks to properties of the local troposphere. Traces of inky secretion are visible on his skin, evidence of poisoning by a rare Drukhari toxin. Oh, stupor.
Keep your wits about you.
Please do not walk into the trap.
My success was inevitable.
Now, of course it was. Let's keep going. Oh wait, there was another exit. No, wait, no! Why? Why do I not look? Rogue Trader has never seen an anthill of such size before. But the most disturbing thing is that about it is a xenoskeleton tied to the anthill with bones made from unknown material. Or bonds. The Drukhari weapon stuck in the corpse is the only detail that can point at its perpetrator. Being eaten by ants is a horrific torture that makes the blade in the back seems like an act of mercy. A most uncharacteristic gesture for the race. Turn off the turret.
I always
Wait,
have
well,
a backup plan.
There's some
None are
goodies
better
here.
at searching.
This could be an opportunity.
Just regular Drukhari stuff. What's here? Is there something here? Anything here? What? Why? Oh, that way we can like move around it. Just keep walking. The rich flora of the forest at times stagger the imagination. Among the trees covered in ivy and moss, the rogue trader noticed a spiral pattern of small white lumps on one of the tree trunks. Someone has cut the bark, causing the milky sap to flow down the damaged parts of the trees, hardening from the heat, turning it into uneven, rubbery cocoons. Okay. Oh wait, I
Always
came
keep
from this
your eye on the
place.
prize.
Let's go the other way. Kitty. Hi, girl. What you doing? Little baby girl. That's water. That's my water. I drink from that. A rogue trader requires rest, and he soon finds a suitable spot for camp. A meadow with a few fruit trees. A creature with an elongated body and a large blunt claw leisurely descends from one of the trees. Its muzzle is red as if stained with blood, but it turns out to be mere juice from a fruit from a nearby tree. The fruit has a particular taste reminiscing of grox meat, baked in sweet and sour sauce. Ooh. Wait, I've been here
I
before.
always keep my options open.
Oh, no. Wait. Go this way now. Wait, I've been here before. But
Is
wait,
it
what?
seemly for valued servants of the Emperor to huddle together in such a squalid abode?
Lay people always overvalue indications of status.
Must we truly huddle together and cuddle for warmth and survive by the means of our body warmth? Truly? Yes. Yes, we must. Shut up. Welp, I have no idea where I'm going. The trek among the monasteries, the blood-curdling cream. Wait, hold on. So that's the gun. Does this lead to the place? Is everything connected properly, is what I'm trying to say. Right now we are here, yes. Okay, so let's keep moving. We'll find the exit eventually. Blah, blah, blah. Quilla, blind, dried up blood, things are bad, blah, blah, blah. Oh, wait, now we're here again. What the fuck? Oh, there's some goods here as well. Elite blast pistol. Eh.
Is there money to be made?
Okay, let's go back here. See if there's another path to go. Okay, we've been here before. Now let's go. No, wait, we've been here before. And this way goes to the bad way. Now, wait, no, we're back here.
Let us not dawdle.
So, okay. So do not go that way, go the other way. I think. I'm confused. Wait, where the... Is the... Oh wait, hey, we found it! Yay! I'm amazing. I did it. Hello. Leads ahead. A group of lean young people surround you, shooting anxious glances between you, Kalagos the priest, and the gray-headed elder who has stepped forward. Unlike the rest, her skin is completely free of decoration, save from the two-headed eagle branded on her wrinkled forehead. Our meeting occurred just as Speaks with Gods foresaw. Welcome to the heart of the forest, Starborn. This ruler... Enough of your bleating old hag. I already told you your speech offends me so. It makes me want to cut out your tongue. Not even a quarter preacher have the patience to listen to you blather on about your stars, gods, spirits, and other nonsense. Sick and tired of aimlessly trotting through these woods, old man. I am a hunter. Without a quarry, I turn into quite a beast. Speaks with gods is ready to conduct the rituals, O Starborn. The heart of the forest is calling out to me. So let this priest serve his gods not in word but in deed. Really? A cogiter. Oh. Never mind. It is done. The good-for-nothing sniker has finally proven himself useful. I tend to make a good night's sleep and enjoy the local delicacies. One good thing about Quetzalcoatl is that the fruit here is sweeter than Calexian honey and more tender than the meat of a young grox. You should get some rest as well, Sir Anno. And remember, it is better to go hunting when you're full of vigor, but slightly hungry. The hunger adds acuity. Makes the killing more intoxicating, you know? Let me know when you're ready to depart, or if you decide to share a few stories, then come to the bonfire. It's not often that two rogue traders can indulge in confidence away from prying ears. Oh. Okay. What do we have here? I'm not reading all of that. And this is... Nah. Need to talk to this guy. Oh. Never mind, I'm not talking to the guy. Many goodies are here to be picked up.
Keep your wits about you.
Mine. Mine. There's supposed to be some goodies around here. Where, there they are. They were not lighting up. Loot. What happens here? Loot, 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 loot. I can't play with you right now. Leads ahead.
I
Winter,
always have a backup
scale. Oh. Let's talk to leads ahead. Shepherd your herd on the wings from the spirits from the dark. O eagle god, spell the darkness that shows the way on our arduous path, and bless your starborn scions. So, who are you? The name of this ruler is Leads Ahead, O Starborn, and all of us are children of the fiery mother and the pale father, who looked after us by day and guard us by night. Faithful servants of the two-headed eagle god, who shields our land from misfortune with his wings. We are the ungone forest-dwelling children of the earth, the guardians of the temple of Quetzalcoatl, first starborn to have ever set foot the virginal soil of this land. The eagle god, you say, is the brand that is burned in your forehead. Oh yes, many seasons have changed since the ruler received the eagle god's blessing and became the leader of this tribe. Only those chosen by the gods are allowed to bear their brands. This ruler is one of them. Questions. Tell me about Speak with Gods. Speak with Gods is the priest of this tribe and this ruler's half-brother. He listens to the forest and calls to the earth, wards off the punishing lashes of the sky, and speaks to the eagle god on our behalf of our tribe. Before disappearing into the wandering forest, he told his ruler to prepare for your arrival. What else did he predict? Quetzalcoatl is enraged by the invasion of spirits from the darkness that have called a rain of fire and metal upon this world. He demands blood, and blood shall sate the soil, no matter the path chosen by the gods who have come to right wrong. Speak with gods called Caligos and me Starborn. Why? Because you are the sky heralds of the eagle god, created by him from the stars' glow and the night sky darkness. The one who carries his seal in his image, clad in the armor of our ancestors' most ancient prophecies. How do you manage to survive these forests? Speak with gods' whispers. Hear the whispers of the leaves and can commune with the tree spirits. Speak with gods, perform soothing rituals that when Quetzalcoatl needs them, just like today, it allows his ruler and her people to tread on safe paths. Alright. To know.
Rise to the top, or get left in the
Is
dust.
there anything else out here? Not that I can see. Oh. Ah. Lush overgrown has sprung up in seconds, blocking the way back. Trail is gone. Dear God. A nice walk that, wasn't it, Sir Anno? You may have helped us navigate the living forest clutches. Don't let it go to your head. I would have managed by myself sooner or later. Sooner or later. I have some questions for you. One day, you too will grow sick of all talking, and then you too will choose shooting Xenos on a wild planet over endless intrigue. We have plenty of time. So be it. I will give you a private audience. If the Akora knew how close-knit we become, she would surely brand us conspirators. I heard you have decided to oppose both the Lord Inquisitor and Quarter's dynasty. Void Kraken may eat them both for all I care, acting as if their war on heresy in the Expanse is just starting. I've lived in it for decades. I don't need an inquisitorial preacher. Certainly don't need incendious goodwill. Tell me, Outwitzer Timmer. Your inquiry are curious to be sure. Outwitzer Timmer is a planet with a rather dreary backstory. Long time ago, it supplied my great-grandfather with tons of succulent fruits and thousands of cargo containers filled with special building fiber processed from the local forests. The population all lived in large cities a safe distance away from the tangled path and trees. And then this quiet life was dashed by Xeno raids. They burned down the cities and shackled our people faster than our ships could help. In the end, the local governor ran away, leaving the remaining people the beast's mercy. People in turn fled the big cities that attracted the Xenos. That is how the forest that the rabble feared became their salvation. The planet fell into decay. There was no one to populate the cities, and there was no one to extract resources. Quetzal Timur expected 3 new arcs filled with settlers to arrive from the Imperium. But in 500 years, not one of them has reached the Expanse. Do not turn your gaze to me, Elantash. It was not my kin who desolated this world. How did you survive in this forest all this time? The forests of Quetzal Timur are not like the jungles of Katashan, New Blood. The only thing that could kill you here is your own stupidity, or an unfortunate coincidence in the form of a stray Xenos or a rare predator. Rainwater for breakfast, nutritious lava for lunch, and fermented fruit in place of wine for supper. One could not wish for better hunting grounds. I've noticed that your people look utterly woe-begone while you do not even have a single scratch. That means that my people are weaklings, and I shall change that soon. As for me, I've been in a stout condition since the day I was born. First, Caligo shrugs his shoulders indifferently. After looking closer at his companions, he raises his brow in surprise. It seems that the rogue trader just realized the validity of your words. Let's discuss this Eldari problem. You care about it that much, New Blood? Go ahead, then. Try to convince me that the vile Xeno scum deserve the mercy Caligos went to give. But remember, you get one try. Well, if you were to agree, you would have a rogue trader and the head of a powerful dynasty, wouldn't it? Frankly, your desperation excites me, Sahano. It makes me want to know whether you are driven by foolishness or treachery and cool calculation. Well, I'm quite curious to see how large of a dagger you might stab me with. I shall think on your offer, but that is the only promise you will get from me. And it's time to seek the Eldari. It's about time indeed, Sahano. It may take a while to find our trail, but Wharton has a keen eye, and his sense of smell can rival any old dog. We will do just fine, especially with the forest being on our side now. Let's go. Try not to fall behind. Let's go. Ooh, find the Eldari in the forest. Okay, we're gonna quickly serve. And then we're
I
gonna
always
figure
keep my
out what
options
the
open.
fuck is going on. Goodies! Demolition
Never
them.
doubt me.
Gimme, gimme, gimme. Ooh, what's this? The Cloak of Mercy. The wearer's little stare ability no longer deals damage to affected allies. Instead, those allies gain 6 temporary... What the fuck? Why? Yes. Their little stare
Push
now
not door.
heals me. Holy shit. That's some good shit right there. Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, and there are the rest. Eldari Guardian. A stately Eldari warrior steps forward, calmly looking at the intruders. His armor and his adornment gleams in the sun despite the traces of dried mud and caked-on blood. The Farseer instructed me to send you away, monkey. The smooth voice of the Xenos sounds out of place in the rough wilderness of Quetzaltimmer. However, I recently stopped meekly heeding our counsel, and beside, my sister is among you. I am curious to hear the outcast's tidings. Nocturne of Oblivion. A vain rhetoric. A masterful display. Your temper, brother of mine, you ought to quell. Bravado has no place within this play. Indeed, the merchants prove this all too well. This actor excellent with all who did a lie. Upon the stage now wills peace complete. By choosing a final opposite, who shall survive and who their doom shall meet. It is difficult to say for certain. However, you are of the opinion that the Nocturne of Oblivion's disposition towards you is better than that of his kin. Oh, so he likes me. I do not know about you, Sir Anno, but these Xenos bastards have given me the creeps. This one, the motley, I want to kill him now. Warden the Grey bares his teeth in anticipation and clutches the hilt of his sword. I look around the camp. The Xenos have made their camp among the ruins of an ancient city of the Imperium. Only the alien growth of the Xenotech and the wreckages of Eldari's ship disturbs the picture of century-old devastation and rebirth. Despite their affected ease, most of the Xenos are pushing themselves to the limit. They are exhausted, nervous, and frightened. Even if they hide it well, they may have eluded your companions, but not you. Nocturne of Oblivion. Certainly it's been a while. What are you doing here? The solitaire bows theoretically. It's difficult to say with certain. Yes. With ember glowing, cupped in 2 hands, I bear them through the deluge to the hearth. The Harlequin's metaphor implies that he's been accompanying the survivor Eldari for a while now. It is not clear to what heart he's talking about, but perhaps he has managed to find them a new home. I'm here to resolve this conflict peacefully. A tapestry complex is peace, and one that many threats demand for warp and weft. For its design, 3 wheels together spun. Its reed will sate in hands of weaver deft. The gruesome scars of past distrust bewailed, for compact subtle gauze shall now be veiled. Playing with your prey like a cat. Fine, new blood. You are still young. Just remember that patience is not my strong suit. For everything the Elantash has done to my people, I am willing to answer his questions. But you had better not make any sudden moves, monkey. We did not attack this world, Elantash. The last of the Krudarak children assembled once more to scour the masters of the flesh, Tervantius, from the memory of the universe. The homunculus who abducted and tortured the Far Thetis from our craft world. We learned that he is hiding on this world, and something prevents our Farseers from discovering his lair. So we were forced to act decisively. The Master of Flesh from Komora, he is here. We must destroy him. This is what we are here for, outcast. Stretch out your hand, grasp the spears of vengeance together with us, and plunge it into the dark heart of the architect of torment. You call purging entire world to decisive action. Our Farseers, the one we managed to save, could not name the exact location of the Master of Flesh. Even after our ships circled the world for a third time, something prevented them from seeing the truth. Something powerful. We knew your patrols would soon discover our presence, so we decided to do something else. To exterminate the homunculus, along with the world he had chosen to as his refuge. You monkey are flooding the galaxy at the speed of a meteor shower, and this world was repopulated, eventually. It is a single world not worth eliminating a powerful enemy who threatens hundreds of such worlds, both yours and those of my kind. You are still deeming him worthy of conversation. I shall address Irlith. Your kin have a valid reason to attack this world. I see no issue. Wait, do you still think your kin are worth saving? I never doubted it, Elanthash. To you, the deeds of my kin may appear cruel or even criminal, but spend enough time among the monkey granted me clarity of vision. Sometimes you treat your own kinds even worse in pursuit of baser goals and personal gains. The homunculus is a threat to both species, Elanthash. You know well that his dark heart and perverted minds are capable of. Tervantius must be destroyed, and my kin have taken the role of the vengeful blade. Tell me about the homunculus. Where is he? I will not say a word until you let my kin depart from this world. You lost your world and now you are depriving others of theirs out of vengeance. Do you think you are different? Dare you compare a dragon to a lizard? Starlight to the dim glow of guttering candle? Make no mistake about your inferior species. A single child of Ursurian is worth 1,000 of your kind. Lay down your weapons and I shall promise to judge you fairly. You overstep. Observe the camp. Address Caligos. Caligos, you cannot kill the Eldari. What? Why? You no longer see profit beyond the thrill of the hunt. You and the Xenos can help one another. There has been less good huntings to be had in the Expanse since your arrival, New Blood. If the Xenos hold useful information about the distant stars, that is reason to consider your offer. Throne take you and all the misfortune in the galaxy along with you. I must confess that all this dismal talk has given me a migraine and my old wounds ache. So you want to save these Xenos? Suit yourself. By my grace, I entrust you with the lives of the enemies of humanity. Have fun. We shall be heading back now. What kind of hunting is it when the prey does not even struggle in your grasp? I am disappointed. Do not think I'm going to forget about your words of promise, Sir Anno. We shall revisit them later. Okay, so far so good. I know how difficult it is to go against the will of your kin, and yet I cannot hide my joy that we both lived through this moment and emerged with a tale to tell. Through all the suffering that the monkeys have inflicted upon the children of Kudarak, through all the punishment we have inflicted upon this world, my heart remains troubled, knowing that we've only tempered our grudge for a time and have parted without bloodshed today. However, I dare not complain. For my kin, the hour of triumph is arrived at last. Once the Master of Flesh is no more, can go to the edge of this stellar expanse, away from the gaze of the monkey, and peacefully await arrival of our kin from distant stars. What are you talking about, Sharon K? What kin from a distant stars? Outcast Irlith, I have good news for you. Our Farseers managed to contact the children of Craftward Elatok. And soon, your fellow outcasts will visit the part of the galaxy that the monkey called the Expanse. They will take us away, give us a new home, and... Is that what a Terrant of the Path of the Warrior wishes to tell me? Were these words meant to comfort my heart? O Asurian, your children once again seek to appease their pride by sending their kin to monkey worlds, there to find nothing but blood and death. The Farseer's mistakes doomed Kudarak, Sharon K, and their extensive cruelty and thirst for vengeance almost doomed those of us who managed to survive against all odds in the void between the foreign stars. You know it just as well as I do, but you continue to do their bidding. Oh, Sharon K, you could take the Webway Gate and go away from the dangers and tribulations of the Expanse, but you have chosen to stay here instead. You are dying. You are feuding with a monkey. Have not the children of Asurian split enough blood? Is it not enough that we have lost our home? Why do you wish to expose even more of our kin to mortal peril? It's too late to change anything. The deed is done. Their will carried out. The outcast from Alotok will come to the local stars, and we will leave with them, sister. Are you saying that another Eldori craft will heading for the Expanse? May Asurian save us from this woe. No, I will not allow another world to perish at the hands of the monkey, even if this means forsaking my soul. And I am not going to reveal all the secrets of my kind to you, Elantash. You may have helped us in our hour of need, but I trusted you at the outcast behests. But I will say this. The warriors of Aloytok are coming here to your stars. This is an unalterable truth. I did not sign up for yet another war against the Xenos in the Expanse. Call of your kin. Our Farseers paid an insurmountable price to contact a craft world located billions of stars away from here. Many of them perished to give the rest of us a chance to be rescued. I will not jeopardize the lives of those yet who remain. Irlith, are you going to leave? Irlith, your kin's plan is insane. Convince them to relent before it is too late. It will take the warriors of Elotic many years to discover the Webway's Gate capable of bringing their strike force to the Expanse. Perhaps you will be too old by then, and only on your deathbed will you hear the news. Children of Asurian have come to exact their vengeance. Worry not, Elantash. It is my turn to rescue you and your people. Rescue me? How? Like a forgotten shadow, the solitaire steps into the light and leans forward with an interest, a spectator watching the culmination of exciting performance. During my exile, I have met many companions who temporarily joined me on my endless travels. One such companion was a fellow outcast who had already completed many paths. It was he who told me about the ritual of unity, a great opportunity for one spirit to reach out and touch the infinite circuit of the craft world, known to the Farseers who performed it. Sharon K said that the Kudarak Farseers have already conquered Alotok. This means I can too. Let the darkness of space drive you mad during your exile, sister. Even those who walk the path of the sea are balk at joining souls with the ancestors inside the circuit. They are wise and know that the ritual is perilous to the spirit. Your chances of success are simply non-existent. You would die without achieving anything, and even if you did not die immediately, ask yourself honestly, why should the ancestors listen to a simple outcast? As you said, Aloytok is the world of my fellow outcasts. They would not wish harm upon me, which gives wings to my hope. Look me in the eye, Sharon Kai. Do you wish to end the suffering of our kin? I can see the answer in your heart. You must accept it and help me. The Expanse have been through hard times of late. We do not need trouble with the Eldari. now or in the future. Unless the warriors of Alatok arrive in this part of the galaxy, the sons and daughters of Kudarak will perish among the worlds of the monkey. Is that a fate you wish for us? We will find another way. I understand that it is not easy for those who have lived all their life sheltered within a craft world to accept that sometimes life leads us down different paths. But the path that you and the Farseers have chosen only leads to more pain. This is your life and your people, Irlith. I will stay by your side no matter what path you choose. And I do appreciate it, Alantash. Irlith nods and underscores her words with a familiar gesture of gratitude. I have done all I can, Sharon Kay. You know what you must do. The solitaire does not intervene, but shifts his gaze to Sharon Kay, as if expecting to hear the last line of a play before the curtain falls. May Asurion forgives his children. Fetch the Farseers. Tell them the outcast wishes to perform the ritual. We will wait for them here. Oh. The strange energy that permeates the clearing, where the path of humans and Eldari happen to cross, is gradually dissipating. All eyes turn to Irlith, the Eldari who managed to survive the deadly ritual, and who awoke looking pensive and enlightened. You survived. Ashurian showed you mercy, outcast, and so did our ancestors from the Elotok Infinite Circuit. Tell me, sister, what was their answer? I am tired of the Farseer's blindness and my kin's hatred, Sharon Kai. All of the choices of our people led only to suffering and the loss of our loved ones. I no longer wish to be accomplished to another hatred and pay for the mistakes of those who were supposed to guide us towards the light to have led us into oblivion. I convinced my kin to divert the river of their anger. The ranks of the outcasts will arrive in the expanse, unseen and unheard, but not for the sake of war. They will find and take away those who remain, the last sons and daughters of Kudarak, and then they will depart the Monkey Stars without a trace, forever. The angry Farseers try to object, but Sharon Kai gently interrupts them. Your brothers and sisters would not dare not dare ask you for more, Irlith. I understand your choice, even if my spirit cannot fully accept it. Are you alright? That Eldari sorcery looked dangerous. I am fine, Elantash. Thanks to you, I finally reached the end of my path. This path, and I'm grateful I had you to walk alongside. So, what now? After the Master Flesh has been dealt with, we will go home as soon as possible. Do you still hope to find a homunculus? Farseers could not divine where the Master Flesh makes his lair, for an unknown force is hiding him from the penetrating gaze of the Wise Ones. Children of Surian have never encountered anything like this before. Having circled the world several times and failed our search, we ventured to unleash our pent-up fury on the planet in hope that it would be graced with a fortunate accident. Alas, the fate of the Master Flesh remains unchanged. Farseers could feel the beating of his black heart, but were powerless to do anything. That was when our rangers began to deduce the coordinates of his lair based on the readings of the Wise Ones, and the land untouched by the fired weapons, and would have succeeded had the monkey not attacked our fleet. I will share the information I have gathered, for I hope that even a Master of Flesh will not be able to elude two pursuers at once. I would not be opposed to cooperating in the future. If our paths cross again one day, we will begin our conversation by greeting one another. Ooh. And not unsheathing our blades. Your time in this world is too short to hope for it, but I will remember our promise, Alantash. Irlith, will you not stay with your kin? I would be lying if I said I had not thought about it. But you helped me and my kin all this time to the best of your ability. Should I not repay you in kind, Alantash? I will be glad if you stayed. Then so be it. Can I have a reward? Eldari Runestone. Start a turn. A veil decoration is reduced by 1. Ooh. Thank you. Okay, let's track them down. We will search the part of the world where the local star sits. You should go when the star awakens. Good hunting to you. Yay! We didn't have to kill them. Now I am looting all of your stuff. A last weapon and a last sniper. Also Eldari equipment. Hell yes. Okay, so what do we have here? First, we have better armor for you. Wearer suffers a critical hit or reduced by this. Willpower more than 70. You do not have that, unfortunately. But you take it nonetheless. Last sniper, Gift of Cornus. A deadeye shot from this weapon inflicts the prey effect on target. Ooh. And then this one. When the weapon hits, the pursuer must pass a toughness test or become blinded. It's fine. Veil degradation. On their first, right? That's the thing that's helping me. Right.
Is there money to be made?
Was there
I
another?
sense
Yes, there
something
was
nearby.
more loot. Oh. While the wearer is adjacent to full cover, their dodge chance is calculated without considering the enemy's. Ooh. Okay, so that's all good on her. For every kill, increases. You know what? No, let's keep that one. But I do like this one. More agility and. How much is my agility? This would bring it over and give me more. And she looks pretty dope in that. Full cover. Calculated. Dodge. Nah. It's cool,
Always
but
keep your eye on the
not
prize.
as good as the stuff I already have. More gooders. What do you have here? Blah 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 blah. Lore. Okay. Where the fuck do I go now? Back down. Going down, 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 down. To the shuttle. Wait, no. Rendezvous, Xenos shelter, rendezvous point?
Rise to the top. Or get left in the
Where
dust.
the fuck? Whoa. Oh. Okay. Huh. Oh. Okay, I thought I already did all of this. Lord Captain, we were 6 begs for help. Something terrible prowls the planet, searching for a way to wipe out planet inhabitants. Victims die in small groups at first, as they dismiss it as simple accidents. A poisoning, a crashed transport, a fire. Death toll has started to rise. Explaining everything as mere coincidence is no longer an option. The enemy appears to be testing our different methods. Blah blah blah. Any ideas, anyone? Out of the hunt. Predator walks among your people. Call it an enemy. Pass. Elgun, well. Makes a good point. Find some efficient disguise. Is their foes and way to strike. We wait for airlift. Blah blah blah. Stuff's happening. We got ancient Xeno mechanism. Whenever the wearer ends their turn, they deal to all adjacent creatures. If the number of damaged creatures exceeds 3, the wearer suffers a stagger. Well, why would I want that? And then keep it. Okay, well. I thought I already completed all of the research. So why all of a sudden was there more research projects? Oh, I didn't complete all of them apparently. The Lost. I can't do Foulstone, I think. This one is complete. Oh, wait, here. We got this one. Making sure I have done all of that. Oh, well, that one's done. We still have Call to Arms. And this one. Done. Done. Janus, same with you. We now have done all of them. Oh, hey, they're done. Foulstone, did you... Oh, Holy Prey. There we go. Great. This leads to the
I
abandoned
always keep
camp.
my options open.
Oh. There was stuff in here that I didn't really see before. Goodies. Goodies. And a little bit of a wince.
Too hard for a simple monkey.
Was sliced to with power weapon. Oh no. That can be good. Split in two by a power weapon. That... I mean, there's only one person who has, like, a power weapon. That's the chain axe of Kalagos. And where is the exit? Here is to the ancient totem. The scene of slaughter. Ancient totem. I think. I don't know. This place is confusing. Okay, here, the scene of slaughter.
That's not dawdle.
For the abandoned camp. Wait, what? Scene of slaughter, I guess. Where the fuck am I supposed to go now? I have no idea. I am lost again, and I have no idea where to go. To the ancient totem. What? Huh? Quoi? What am I... Okay, actually, I should probably figure out what the fuck I'm supposed to do now. Scene of slaughter. Forgotten bunker. Abandoned camp. Hunting grounds. Evidence. Fastest way to reach Damocles is take the ship along the parallel. Ops already added the coordination. Oh, okay. So I just need to... Okay. So I need to go back to... I needed to enter my ship. That's basically what I had to do. But no. He didn't do that. Scene of slaughter to the abandoned camp. Why the fuck is this so incredibly confusing? At least the Lost Woods in Zelda had music to guide me. Rendezvous point, okay. Let's get the fuck out of here. We got people to kill. Rendezvous Rendezvous point, Valencia's shuttle. Hey, there we go. When I'm on the shuttle. And then we can hunt down that bastard. To the Void Bridge.
Always keep your
No,
eye
no,
on
no,
the
no, no.
prize.
To the Void Bridge. Be gone, I say. We be doing other stuff. All right, let's see where we go. Oh, we must. You know, now I am getting a little confused. Oh, no, 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 no. Not to the forest. There. Oh. The door. You hear the anxiety in Indira's voice, even over the Vox connection. Lord Captain, we found it. The door is so close I can practically feel its metal handle in my hand. Their voices are whispering over each other in both my ears. I can barely make what they are saying. Please, take me with you. They keep telling me I won't get another chance, and I believe them. Now or never. Oh, very well, we will go there at once. Thank you, Lord Captain. I owe you until the day I die. You can hold me to that. Well, door, I'll see you soon. Okay, who do we take with us? I think let's leave Pascal behind. Oh, the door is inside of Homunculus's laboratory. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. I'm not leveling
Keep
you
your
up, by the
wits
way.
about you.
Goodies. Right, no, hold on. No, don't use tech. Use demolition.
I better myself through my service.
Why use technology when you can use explosions? Lord Captain, the voices are so noisy, they're calling me. The door must be around here. We need to go farther. Deeper. Okay. Okie dokie.
Monkey must know no fear or reason at all, for they permit those entwined with the great enemy in their midst.
Would you look at that? A Xenos siding with Imperium doctrine. I've heard it all now.
The girls are fighting. Logic.
Keep a sharp eye.
Logic.
I always get the
The
job
seal,
done.
there is a seal of silence on the cognitor. It is not difficult to break it. Gene Spirit has been tormented. Someone ripped every bit of useful knowledge from its memory. No, not the machine spirit.
Watch your steps.
Whoa, he, who, he, who, he, who.
The Emperor
I
favors
always
me
have a
today.
backup plan.
Open the door. Oh, I don't like the look of this room.
What a peculiar thing.
I definitely don't like the fact that there are traps here. What the fuck was that?
Duty prevails.
Oh, that was a trap. What do we have here? A toxic flamer. This flamer attack also inflicts toxin on the same level as burning inflicts. Oh, god damn. If I was a flame... Wait,
The
do
Emperor
you have a
sets my
flamer?
path.
No, you have bolter. What if you had a flamer? Just what if? Because that thing sounds amazing.
I sense something.
Brrr,
nearby.
okay, let's not go that way. Nope. Foul abominations.
I better myself through my
What's
service.
this? A note book containing detailed observations, formulas, diagrams, and is thickly covered in vicious green liquid. Experiments, blah 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 blah. Sure. Foul aberrations. I guess I'll have to kill him.
Always keep your eye on the price.
Hello, I am here to kill you. Foul aberrations.
I see. Tremble.
Sure.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Let's take a look. Let's take another look.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Let's give our spots to Heinrichs. Nope, that's airlift. Oh, oop. Didn't want to do this. Oh well. Pray.
I understand your intent.
Shoot you in the face. Shoot 2 people in the face. Sure.
You cannot force
you know
me
what?
around
End
Tark.
it. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. It's all
I
good.
move
Go here.
swiftly to strike. I am not
Bunker
your
down.
Xenos pet monkey.
Mark. Shoot.
This tedium is finished.
Good job. Mark this lovely little guy.
I am not your Xenos pet
And
monkey.
then shoot him in the
No
face.
weakness is hidden from my sight.
Neat. I should probably get more buffs for that. You know what? Let's try our new weapon for a spin.
As the Emperor commands.
Oh, so now, yeah, fire and poisoned. Okay, so now we run and
Without
gun.
deeds is worthless.
We run over
Guided
here,
by faith.
and then we gun over there. It all makes sense.
Escape the Emperor's judgment. As the Emperor commands,
Christ,
I act.
Argenta, you monster!
I was chosen. In thy light I stand, and thy light
Oh,
I
well.
crave.
One more. One more. Yeah, one more.
Doubters have a weak.
One more.
I'll do it. My Emperor
One more.
strikes
Well, they're dead.
prayer. Sins hidden in the heart.
Well, that happened.
Turn all to decay.
The fuck is going on here?
I have learned much
Deformed,
in my
feeble, and crazy
exile.
creature is a pitiful and clear, unavailable copy of the homunculus Terventius. Oh. In other words, he's a
Is there money to be
nerd.
made?
Okay. I should have brought Pascal here.
Just as I planned.
Oh. Ah, I don't need Pascal. Power armor. As well as... Ooh, okay. And then the logic. Access received. I have received the access. Sharpened... Cutlery blade. No.
I always keep my options open.
Just keep looting. And getting more what's this? Ooh, Might of Fenris. I know who's that for. Oh. Athletics.
There.
Yay! Idira stares intently at the solid wall in front of her, shifting from foot to foot, biting her nails. The wall looks like an ordinary plasteel and rock-crete surface, no difference from any other in here. Lord Captain, this is it, the place for my vision. Even these scratches on the wall are the same, except for one thing. That's where the door is supposed to be. The one I keep opening in my dreams every night. I have seen this moment so many times, it feels more real to me than I am. My visions could not have lied to me. You should trust your feelings. Go ahead, try to open it. Open a door that doesn't exist? The things you say sometimes, Lord Captain. Well, it wouldn't be the strangest thing we've ever done. Oh, what a warp. What have I got to lose? Here goes. Oh. Adira steps closer to the wall and reaches out with a foot towards the non-existing door. As if in a trance, she clutches her finger as if gripping an invisible handle and slowly turns it. You hear a click. Oh. A violent ripple tears through the space around the wall. A cacophony of whispers makes your skin crawl from head to toe like an unseen wave emanating from twisted, broken reality. Uneven rays of impossible, nauseating light breaks through the rockcrete, forming the silhouette of a doorway. Eventually, the vision passes, and you can clearly see a door where a blank wall used to be. Lord Captain, we found it! It's the door. Exactly like the one in my vision, which means my salvation is close. Except it wasn't hidden by some force field contraption. It was a powerful war barrier. I could never have removed something like that. It's like our arrival was expected. And now they are inviting us in. We best be ready. Someone who knows their witchcraft is waiting inside. Trapped then. You've been played, Idira. A cruel trick, one that could only have been come from the warp's twisted will. As long as we're together, we will get through this. Idira, trust me. Well, you are not wrong. We've been through worse, haven't we? Thanks, Lord Captain. I won't let you down. Oh, hidden door. Hidden door, hidden door, hidden door, hidden door, hidden door. The secret wing of the laboratory. Okay, is this? Oh,
I
there
always have
is
a backup plan.
I can
a way
see
to go
your
back.
furtive looks in my direction, monkey.
I am doing my job.
You are looking often in my direction, monkey.
Trivial task.
I am doing my
Too
job.
hard for a simple monkey. Watch your steps.
There are a lot of traps here.
I have learned much in my exile.
What? Whose lab
Rise
is
to the top,
this?
or get left in the dust.
Is this actually the place I had to go through?
What do we have here?
Or is this... Oh, more traps. More goodies as well. What do we have here? People floating in liquid. What?
A trivial task.
Air passage with explosives.
Keep a sharp eye.
Sure, sure.
My
Get rid of
success
all the
was inevitable.
A drained
Always keep your
farseer.
eye on the prize.
Hello? You see a contorted, agony-racked Eldari. Or more accurately, something that resembles one. Dozens of scars and sutures covers its face. The sight of its misaligned joints moving underneath its skin make your stomach turn. Its singular eye looks devoid of sanity. And yet as you examine the creature's tattered clothes, you can still recognize, albeit with difficulty, the ceremonial raiments of a farce. At last my deliverance, monkey. The disgrace, the humiliation of falling at the hand of a lesser creature. Enough. The anticipation of this moment is all that has allowed me to retain my vestige of reason. End me now. Who are you? I do not recognize you, but your vestments. Child, but at home. I do not remember you, but it gladdens me on the cusp of death to behold a spark of the Asuyani. Who are you? A hollow shell forced into servitude. Every threat of my being calls out to me, urges me to claim your lives, only stopped by the fading remnants of my former self. Quickly, I demand that you give me my death to me and break the shackles of this nightmare. Translucent threads coil in a strange, sickening pattern around the Eldari Tempest, sinking into the skin of its face, neck, and clavicles. In the dim, cold light of the laboratory, the device resembles glistening carrion worms that are mercilessly drinking the Xenos mind dry. I think that's what we are here for. I can barely see the Xenos aura in the warp. Must be the work of that thing on his head. So what are you? Tervantius plaything. The master used me by means of that which now entangles my mind and bends me and my power to his will. I am a tool that conceals his lair from prying eyes with the memory energies of the veil. The monkey sea has not heard my plea for help. I would not have, you would never have found me. Pleas for help. My silent cries pierced the veil and sent visions of this prison beyond the walls. They carried with them all my dreams, deliverance and liberation. Is that not the reason for your coming? Oh, this half-baked guff is killing me. What? Does that mean it wasn't my own salvation I saw in my dreams? Was this half that Xenos deliverance? Come off it. Don't you buy any of this crap, Lord Captain. He's just trying to mess with our heads. I have no reason to lie, monkey. However, your beliefs are of no matter. You are already here, which means I finally die. All I need is implant to me. I'll grant you a swift death. So let it be. Let it be so. The Farseer rises from his knees in a jerking motion, like a broken marionette, and takes a step forward to you with glassy eyes. His frail fingers move as if tugged by invisible strings, and the mutilated bodies of the twisted creatures in the tank start to convulse synchronously. In frightening unison, their unblinking eyes shift towards you. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, that's a lot of them. That's not good. That's not good at all. Xenos scum! I've been ambushed. Oh no. Well, looky over here. Looky over here again. Oh, look, you're dead. Whoa, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey. What are you doing? Stop that. What are you doing? What did you do? Warp reality influence. This creature is now... Oh, no, that's the Psyraven. That's fine. Eager for battle. Cataclysm. Any damage dealt by the character is increased. And you... No, what? Oh, here it is. Consign. Nope. I have no idea what happened. Anyway, Heinrichs. Set me on fire.
Let's see to it.
Thank you.
Alas, no.
Great, now it's my turn.
I'll show you why
We have here the Drained Farseer. Let's do this, do this. Why can I not...
Compromise my principles.
Cannot be used because of the effect of Ongrin's Grip. What? Ongrin's Grip. Features. This user can only perform basic attacks with two-handed weapons in this hand. When the when the user suffers a trauma. Oh no! So this means that this is a two-handed weapon. No. Okay, well that sucks. Need to find a weapon to replace it then. Was this one? Severed hand? No. No. Auto striking power sword. After damage, wield is then to target with the sword. Till the end of combat, they gain all of that stuff. And the target suffers a minus. That's a good one. Can do this one. That one was fun. Carnage. Can I swap? Oh, okay, well, I can't swap in this. Cool, great, fun. I should read things. Hey, don't run away from me. You son of a bitch. What consign? What? Huh? What does consign do? The fuck did you do to me, bud? Do I have space aids now? I'm coming for you, motherfucker. I'm gonna hit you where it hurts. I'm going to... I'm gonna death waltz you. Oh, well, you're dead. Well, that was fun. Sure. Well, about that. You are weak and feeble, and I'm going to kill you.
Monkey. This tedious will deal death with my hands.
Next up, we're gonna choose you. We're gonna activate all of our things and pop you cap and I said pop a cap in your ass. There we go. Better. Yay, my turn. You know what? Let's just that did it. Oh, fuck. I bounced my thing. I'm so sorry. My microphone. I did not mean to. What's up, Jester? You want some cuddles? Is that what you want? You want some cuddles? Pretty little kitty cat. Pretty little baby. No, I'm not gonna sing that one. No, not again. That song stuck in my... That song stuck in my head for a while now. I hate it. So why? Why must a brain rot be in my mind?
I'll do it.
Hey, look, they're dead. Huzzah. Let's kill the last one.
God Emperor, move through me.
And we win. No, wait. Someone is still alive. Who the fuck is... Oh, it's you! And you're dead. I am on fire. Idira carefully pulls the threads of the size stiffener out from the Farseer's breathless body. The strange device glimmers ominously in her hands, and it's difficult to tell in the dim light if the threads are moving on their own or if it is because of her whole body is trembling. Terrified and confused, Idira looks at the device and then at you, then at the dead Eldar. That Xenos. So Anno, did you see his eyes before he attacked us? There was no light in them left. And it's all because of these things. I don't want to die, but I don't want to live like that either. If it means I'll stop being myself, then what's the point? You do not have to resort to a solution like this. There are other ways. My kind have other technology. The device is not designed purely to scour the soul. Oh yeah, Red, I'm sure they do. And as soon as I visit your nearest and dearest, I'm sure they welcome me with open arms and spoil me with gifts. Look, Early, if you are not on the greatest of terms with them, then what chance does a monkey witch have? Mistress Tlas. What is it, Iceman? Want to hurry me along? Can't wait for the blasted, unsanctioned witch to muzzle herself. No, I want you not to make the mistake of using the device. Drukhari technology is designed to mutilate and torture. You have witnessed this yourself. Are you sure you're willing to part with your soul, just so that you can live without fear of the curse that you and I share? Our curse. Oh, heretic. Hold on the arm plant. This decision is yours alone, Idira. My decision. Idira bites her lip and looks down on the Xeno artifact in her hands. Her expression betrays an intense struggle, the burden of a terrible choice. Few moments pass before she raises her head and nods. Yes, yes, you are right. This scrap isn't worth it. Time to accept the inevitable. I can entertain these fantasies of a nice long life all I like, but that's all that they ever will be. Fantasies. Pretty tales to tell over a glass of amasec to make real life seems less shitty. The reality of the situation is ugly and merciless. I am a psyker. My abilities are getting more and more out of control by the day, which means I'll go out like any psyker would. It'll be ugly and merciless. Best I can hope is for that it be so frigging awesome and heroic that you'll be telling stories of it to your grandchildren for ages, huh? Thank you for helping me realize this, Sir Anno. Idira sniffles and casually drops the Psy Stifler on the floor, where it shatters into a million tiny pieces. I'm pretty sure we are done here, Lord Captain. Mind letting me know when you have some time once we get back on the ship. I want to talk to you about the plans for the future in private. Here we go now. Still got a whole life to get on with.
I'm watching your back.
I still have a whole life to get on with. Okay. Yeah, not this one. What is this? Divination. Unsanctioned spear. Ooh. So that is a thing for you. For sure. Oldest to newest. Gains. So what did that ability do? The next hit against the target will be an automatic crit. Oh. Oh, that's what that do. Yeah, I don't like that. Well, I like that, but yes. Let's leave.
Never doubt me.
Okay. Okay, I was like, why did we blow this up? That's why we blew it up. Yay! More goodies, all for me.
Success is the only outcome I
What's this? Tiara of the Immaterium. The wearer gains plus 10 willpower and suffers 50 less warp damage. Ooh. Wait, hold on. Here, take a tiara. Never mind. Plus 1 Psy rating is too good. Wait. Plus... No. This is too good. What she already has is too good. Open the door!
This is intriguing.
Goodies. Build a bridge. Burn the bridge we're on. Burn it down, burn it all down. Let's quickly level up.
Risks.
Exemplar! From a forge world, I'm a crime lord. I have the others. Which, Blade Dancer is the thing that we have. Ooh, actually, Bloody Requiem would be nice. We have the lore of that. Medicine, of course, is useful. Yeah, let's do Medicine. Boop. Alright. Our queen, our princess, our goddess. Blah, 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 blah. We have persuasion, commerce, and commerce. Yeah. Alright. Argenta, Argenta, Argenta. My apologies, I had to sneeze. Alright, keep up that lore of the Imperium. Let's see, you have athletics and carousing. Athletics and carousing. Critical hit scored by anyone within the psychic line of sight increases psychic critical damage. Let's see here. Using the psychic powers that we gained. Psychic power each turn increases. Resolve is increased by 4. Biomancy. Every time the psychic deals damage, they gain 1 stack of sanguine siphoned. Damage was dealt to they gain 2 when the first lethal damage stack is removed. Reduce this damage by 1 for each stack. Also life, healing, no. Whenever the effect applied by the psyker increases the damage suffered by the target. No, when a diner dies, no. No. Pyromancy, Backdraft, Blazing Inferno. Hell yeah. Carousing. Earlith, my darling sniper. Drukari equipment. Sure, passive learning. Sure, let's take this one. Lore of the Xenos and awareness, of course. And that is everyone that we need.
I always have a backup.
We don't care about Adira. Let us deal with a sick and twisted puppet master. My cats are going crazy again. They are having the zoomies. Oh, jibba. Okay, let me quickly save. Open the door. I'm sorry, blow up the door.
Favors me today.
Oh, it's a prison. Neat. Oh. Oh, yeah, more stuff for our Space Marine.
I always keep my options open.
Beep boop, beep boop.
Too hard for a
Activate
simple
the
monkey.
elevator. The lift call panel is unresponsive.
None are better at searching.
Audible gasp.
I have learned much in my exile.
Are we... Is this... I see...
A
things.
trivial task.
Take green sludge, condensed solution that Xenos used for growing clones. It's still running down the walls of the large, heavy glass capsule.
Rise to the
Clones.
top,
Oh,
or get
that's
left in
right,
the
it's right, the
dust.
clone itself. Hello. Oh, it's you. You're disgusting. Oh, there's multiple of you. That's disgusting. Terventius the Arch-Machinator. You are looking at several completely identical homunculi at work. A disturbing sight. The indistinguishable and familiar faces turn their attention towards you. Morosely and almost indifferent. One of the homunculi starts to speak, with all the usual arrogance. Specimen, we meet again. Your escape from Komora was both a statistical anomaly and an act of abject cowardice. You should have died in the Dark City, instead of overstepping the limits of your own usefulness. You caused too much commotion. So you're here now. What? Are you going to bore me with your questions, monkey? Their colors. Horrible, frightening, fettered shades. Only a madman could do something like that to himself. Observe him. The homunculi are twitching slightly, as though with from invisible electric impulses. They look virtually identical, yet each seems to be missing something. A limb, an implant, even a facial feature or two. A single gaze of many faces no longer seems full of haughty superiority only. Some kind of shared defect also shows it. What is this place? This does not look like Drukari Laboratory. This dreary vault is lacking in practicality and function, but has served the passable refuge for me and my research. Why are you here and not in Gamora? I am obviously here because this is my laboratory, contains my research that requires my attention. So you found no companion? Found? Don't you mean made? I've had a backup shell stored away for centuries, but the events of the spy of Reeve has convinced me one active body wasn't enough. Am I talking to one, Tervantius, or several? Is each of you a separate individual? My new multiple form is intriguing, isn't it? I'll leave your question unanswered, specimen, to give you something to ponder. That hole in the ceiling is a particular design choice. What happened here? The identical faces look annoyed and spiteful. For a moment it seems homunculus are about to reply in unison, but a barely perceptible electrical impulse stops them. One of them scuffs and mutters to his teeth. Just more proof of how unreliable partnerships with lower life forms are. You noticed one of the homunculi glancing at the hole in the ceiling. Fury contorts the Xenos face. Tervantius is unable to hide his anger at what happened. Whatever did it, and whatever it was, it enraged him. This meeting shall be our last. Tervantius, you're different from the others of your species. Specimen. This time around, I want to study you much, and I mean much more thoroughly. Witnesses these your death. I hope dying once isn't enough for you either.
Wipe your disgusting presence out of existence.
Oh, well, there are more. Hello. 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 Oh, look, they're all here. What a fun family this is. Alright, let's see. Cassia. Let's just go. Can you look at them from here? No, you cannot. You need to move here.
Emperor, give me strength.
And then you can look at all of them. Or a lot of them. Some of them. Half of them. What? There we go.
If I may.
Little stair. Little stair. And then we are going to... Oh, I'm not a mage. Oh, well. I need full... Wait, was... What? Wait. Twisted creatures, foul operation, twisted creatures. Okay. What? Why is the creature a... What? Why? What? Huh? Why is the creature a place to hide behind? I'm puzzled. I'm confused. And I want it dead. You're first.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Goodbye.
Slips beyond the veil.
Yay! We hunker down. We say, you're next.
If I must.
And then we shoot you in the face.
With my hands.
You're next.
This tedium is beneath me.
And then we shoot you in the face.
Moving no more. If I must.
Sure. You missed. Idira, you're... Actually... can you do him?
Cover me.
Do this.
Will do.
There's a lot of blood here.
Try to die with grace, at least.
What? Okay. That You're missing a lot. You know that you are missing a lot. Argenta, my dearest queen of the Daka Daka. I believe it is time to show everyone why you are the queen of the Daka Daka. Begin the Daka Daka. That was impressive, Daka Daka. Now do it again. Impressive. Now do it again. Now revel in the slaughter, and then end your turn. Yay, it's my turn. I got to go now. Okay, what is that bubble you are? Burning Touch of the Warp, Blood Barrier. Oh, well, in that case, no, I'm not saying you can do that. I didn't swap the weapon, no! Can't even do the special ritual cut. This is... why am I such an idiot? Captivating audience. Slash in the face. Where it hurts. And we have a little pain resonance. We just do a little jump. Oh, he's already dead. That was quick. Oh, he's also dead. That was quick. Heinrichs, can you play a little? Just like play with your food. Set him on fire. And set him on fire. Then set him on fire. And set him on fire. Oh, there's a guy over there. Beam him. And he's dead. Two more. One over there, one over there. Oh, we can get them. Let's do all of that again. Slash him in the face. Now do that again. Slash him in the face. And do that again. Just keep slashing in the face. In the face. Ow. Okay. Die. Yay!
Do you require an audience?
We did it, I think. What do we got here? The Blood Barrier Emitter. At the start of the turn, the wearer recovers wounds equal to the number of bleeding creatures. If at least one wound was recovered that way, a fresh injury is removed from the wearer. Okay. Drukari Equipment. Arch Machinator's Deception. Whenever the wearer uses an attack that is of a different type than the previous attack, they gain momentum equal to their resolve. Valid attacks are single shot, melee attack, single or burst, area melee, range attack, or ranged burst. Okay. I guess. Okay, first things first, we need to exchange weapons. Because holy shit, did not like that stuff. So let's quickly swap this out. Let's see. It was this Jin deals damage. Yeah, this one actually looked pretty good. This thing is. There we go. Okay, what is part of the lair was destroyed? It would be prudent to investigate the rubble thoroughly. Oh. We need to investigate. We need to find out why everything is destroyed. And find why is the thing that is like this thing. The space around the hollow is littered with lumps of broken rockcrete. Feeble breeze blows through the ugly hole in the ceiling, stirring up whirlwinds of stone dust at your feet. The hole in the lab vault's ceiling and the hollow underneath it points you to the obvious conclusion. Something broke into this room, ripped out a piece of the lab, and dragged it outside. You are, for now, mystified as to what that something was. Take a closer look around. Through the piled up rock, dirt, and thick dust, you are able to make part of fixtures that were ripped out of their sockets and thrown to the floor. Parts like these are used for fastening industrial grinders in place at large manufactorums around the Imperium. Try to surmise what destroyed the lab ceiling. You study the edges of the breach carefully, reflecting for a few minutes, and conclude that the hole in the lab ceiling was created by several powerful triggered explosions. For some time, you note that the characteristic marks on the debris in the walls. The ceiling was breached using melter charges. What do you make of all this? My kin were unable to find his place. The Dark Ones would hardly have been content with a single trophy, even one as great as this. No, it was done crudely and quickly, behavior more typical of monkey. This world belongs to House Winterscale, but I refuse to believe his lordship Caligos would ever collaborate with Xenos. Dark red and brownish green would envelop his figure every time the subject of hunting the enemy's humanity was brought up. He despised them, hated them. Oh.
Keep your wits about you.
Okay. But there is obvious signs. Breaking new grounds on recreating and reviving specimens in the events of death. The above-mentioned experiment lays the groundwork of modernization and accelerating the recreation of living organisms from a minuscule sample of bone and muscle tissue. Every variety of living organism has been observed to release a number of chemicals at the moment of death that enables the creation of an entirely identical clone with the intact memory of its prior life up to and including the moment of its death, most vividly detailed as both physical and sensations and emotional distress. As mentioned before, even a tiny modicum of bone and muscle tissue is sufficient for reviving or creating an organism in an adequate lab setup. Bear in mind that work on creating a new body must begin before the third stage of decomposition has set in. Oh. Did Caligos get a hold of that technology?
I always have a backup plan.
Because he did not show any sign of injuries. Oh. Has he tasted the forbidden fruit? Has he tasted the forbidden fruit juice?
Easily done.
Where am I? Oh, I'm here now.
That normal thing was talking to me. It's weird. Kind of creepy. But it's harmless enough. And very curious.
Heresy attracts heresy. Why am I not surprised?
Oh, shut it, Argenta. No muss is no heresy. He's, I don't really know what he is. The Voxcaster under your armor suddenly spits out a cacophony of sounds. The growl of chainsaws, human screams and screeches of metal, and the rattling interference of an active Voxcast. Working the buttons, switches and tumblers only makes it worse. Repair this motherfucker! Skillfully wielding your tools, you open a device case and check each part's condition. Voxcaster does not enjoy your manipulation and hisses at you, and then lumens on the screen glow red, and the broadcast stops. But the calm does not persist. Right before your eyes, the device regains bursts into purple sparks, and the dead speaker emits the familiar voice of Speaks with God, hoarse and feeble. O Starborn, Sky Herald of the Eagle God, hear to a prayer of your servant, sent through the myriad of the forest cults. Nightmare has come real. The dark forest, the darkness left the forest, but the light of the dying star can still be saved. Heart of the forest calls out to you. As soon as the voice stops, your entire body arcs with a crack as if electrocuted. You are standing on the tips of your toes, staring at the crimson sky at the dusk that had started into the ocean of spilled blood. Its still surface is broken by a hand with a fingers covered in rings, and Kalos' Winterscale emerges from the depths, only to take a single breath and disappear once more into the blood. It happens once again and again and again, till he finally notices you. He throws out his hand and reaches for it. He reaches out. The illusion fades away, leaving only a splitting headache in wake. Ah! The dusk sun has reached the treetops. The crimson heart has struck its last beat. The dying stars have no hope left. Run, fools! Back! Quickly, we must return to the settlement. Maybe the psychic sorcery that leads us, but in the end, we will either help those who await us or purge this world of more corrupted illusions. I could barely understand the speech of this monkey, but one thing is clear: the settlement needs help. I care little about the woes of these primitive creatures, but I am simply repaying reparation for the pain that my kin have brought to this world. Go to the village. Caligos, what are you doing? Do I need to kill another rogue trader? The answer is probably yes. Alright, Idera, you can stick with us just a little longer.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Blood for the rogue trader's throne. Skull for the skull god. Caligos Winterscale laughs uncontrollably, looking around the blood-soaked village. His eyes are full of rage, as if absolutely insanity has possessed him. Wharton the Grey seems hypnotized by his master's words. His bloodshot eyes align with slow-growing flame, unnatural, frightening, demonic. The remaining members of Winterscale's retinue have dispersed around the village's center. The navigator apathically observes the massacre from a distance. The tech priest appears overly fascinated with assembling and disassembling her own leg augmentics. And the Silith mercenary is raising the village, wholly satisfied. Only Caligos noob psyker speaks with God is nowhere to be seen. By the golden throne, what offense did these poor souls commit to deserve such a gruesome fate? Ah, Sir Anno, how was your hunt? This massacre is your doing, is it not? You convinced me to stop hunting the Zeros, new blood. But thirst and melancholy got the better of me sooner than I anticipated. I grew bored. These worthless peasants squalled so miserably that I wanted to strangle them more and more and more. This monkey killed his own kill just because he could not kill mine. I did not wish for it to end this way, Elantash. For a while now, I have had my suspicion about the source of your remarkable strength. You have turned to the ruinous powers. What are you saying, new blood? Have the Xenos addled your mind in such a short time? Didn't Theodora explain to you that in the Expanse, baseless accusations went out of style a good 100 years ago? His palette is mixed in a very strange way. The red completely covers his eyes, but everything around him glows gold and silver. I think that his lordship Caligos Winterscale simply does not see the true color of his deeds. I know you killed your own seneschal. What nonsense are you spewing, new blood? Erdrick died at the hands of Xenos who attacked our camp at night. The Winterscale I've heard of would have never thrown his worlds to quarter only to indulge in mindless hunting. Testing the boundaries, are we, Sir Anno? I like your boldness, but you shouldn't stick your head so far into the beast's throat. Flinches as if struck with a whip. Winterscale stares at the village with the look of someone who's seeing it for the first time. Confusion and unease creeps into his gaze. What happened here? Who dared? No. I surely couldn't have. Or... What do you think, heretics? Caligos Winterscale is the hand of the Emperor that shields the Expanse from humanity's enemies. He has seen his true nature and that of his deeds, and while I would rather not admit it, he would serve the Imperium far better alive than dead. This is your last chance, Caligos. Cleave this upstart in two with the axe that I blessed for you. Skin him and bathe him in blood. We will forget everything and continue our journey to hunt and kill. Is this not the way you prefer to drown out your loneliness and boredom? Is it not? Is this your doing, you wretched cur? I showed you mercy. You've been corrupting my soul this entire time, forcing me to... No one forced you, Caligus. I merely enabled your desire, fostered it, and made your crimson rage blossom. You suspected it, yet your own pride stopped you from recognizing your weakness. Walton's speech becomes more and more distorted with each word, and a thought swells in the back of your mind. You wish to kill him, tear him apart, here, now. Weak, wordless fool. I've spent so many years growing this rage inside you, and you still resist? Do you think you could refuse the blessing of the Skull God at the last moment? Well, one way or another, he will claim you. Wharton's flesh bursts, and the last thing you notice is his hateful gaze turning to you. Uh-oh. Oh. Caligus Winterscale lies on the ground, staring into the endless sky of Quetzaltemur. His pelvis is twisted unnaturally. His legs are not moving, and an exposed bone shard protrudes from his right arm. Blood streams down his chin in a thin rivulet with no signs of stopping. It was a good fight, New Blood. Your spine seems to be damaged. There is no walking with that. Seems that you may be correct. After all, I can't even feel anything below my chest, aside from an overwhelming feeling of helplessness, of course. What now? I will remain here with what's left of my escort and wait for help. And you should go. There are still so many undiscovered stars and unknown worlds out there. I will take you to the Emperor's vow. There's no need. You are so concerned about an old man's health. She can't stop you. Oh.
Always keep your eye on the price.
Well, hell. Could I have done that differently? Ooh. I want to quickly run through that again. Just to see if there is like a different outcome. There's a way to like prevent that from happening.
Keep your wits about you.
Hello. Blah 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 blah. You serve the ruinous powers. And the skill I know would not have done that. Around you, your own retinue is terrified. This unit that has identified itself as Speak Protocol God has been annihilated. You personally conducted the execution. Your reasoning was, I quote, "You think I need saving, old man? You say you can see the future? Well, did you see this? That pile of scrap I will tear off your mech. I don't remember any of that. Your archmelt is a heretic and a servant of God. He's the one who fanned the flames of your rage. It's your last chance, Celigos. Blah, blah, blah. No, it's the same thing. I think. No. Let's see here. If you manage to redeem Caligus Winterskill, he and his group will kill Warden, but Caligos will be heavily injured in the process. You can still spare him and kill him, regardless your quest will. If Caligos was killed, once returned to space, your players will opt the option to attack his fleet. It is made up with one Emperor vow and two... No, why would I do Buenas, Herdic. Okay, so there is no way to save him. He is doomed. Doomed! I will take you to the Emperor's vow. Blah 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 blah. Well,
Let us not dawdle.
that happened. We leveled up again though. Holy shit. The power of talking. What else do we have? More Blade Dancer things. Spinning blades, no. Their dodge is increased by that. Ooh, let's take that one. Lower warp, Medici, what else do I have? I have a lot of everything. Holy shit. You know what? Let's be a little more persuasive. Our lovely lady. Just perception. You are, of course, the talking queen. Origin. Our queen of the Daka Daka. Next attack, point blank. On the double. Yes. Wait, are you trench? No. Muzzle. Yes. And then we can give her a little bit of awareness. Heinrichs. The Pyromancer. Melting armor every time. Damage from the Psyker. Armor is reduced. Hell yeah. And we give you a little bit of knowledge. Knowledge of scenes. There, why not? Our lovely sniper. Sure. And of course, awareness. And that is all for now. Awesome.
Is there money to be made?
Wait, can I talk to him? Come back. Back. Can I still talk? I cannot talk. Well, you're stuck in a wheelchair for the rest of your life, buddy boy. Wait, where's my... There is my... Leave this place behind. Well, that happened. To the bridge. Now we gotta find out what the fuck is going on with Adira. Adira. Also need to talk to you. Hello. Wait, you're a navigator. Why are you here? Adira. How are you? Not forgetting your decision, are you?
Never been better, Lord Captain. No joke. As soon as I stopped fearing for my life, even the voices in my head quieted down. But don't get me wrong, they will come back. And one day I'll find myself in a situation I can't get out of. But for now, I'm fine. And it's all thanks to you. You know, I think it's pretty ironic that my gift lets me see the future, when thinking about the future is the thing I'll do anything to avoid. Substances of all kinds, jokes, stories about their good old days. I hide under them all like a blanket. As long as I don't poke my head out, everything will be okay. At least, that's what I thought. But I'm tired of living other people's stories. I want to tell my own. I don't know when or how mine will come to an end, but I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that somebody someday tells at least one decent story about Adira Tlas. And I can't think of a better way to do that than by standing shoulder to shoulder with you.
One story? Don't sell yourself short. You and I have already had enough adventures to fill a tome.
Then what are we waiting for? Get a scribe in here. We need to get all this down before we forget. But we have to make me more heroic and powerful so that I come out looking the best next to your other companions. What do you reckon? How many wastrels have we slaughtered? 1 million? Stuff that. Let's make it 2.
I like her. Alright, Irlit, how about you?
Elantak, I trust your journeys were fruitful.
I've been mulling over our conversation, and I can understand why you do not like people, but I think there's something else, something I cannot understand.
What do I see? Your words ring with the desire to know the soul of another. But will you be able to comprehend my answer? You and I, Elantak, look at this world in very different ways. And I see many more facets, and deeper meanings, and brighter colors in it. But to capture the full truth of this world in the miserly language familiar to your ears will take time. I will come to you with an answer later.
Alright then. Okie dokie. Alright. Well, I think this is a good place to end it. We done some side quests. We did some main quest. We killed... Oh, wait, hold on. This is the right one. We killed some son of a bitch, and we are now... Well, actually, I have no idea what's going on next. Probably more side quests. We have some companion quests to do. We need to do Kabila, we need to do Cassia. Stuff's happening, and I'm gonna find out what. But that will have to be for the next time. We'll be continuing this on Thursday. Yes. Alright. I would like to thank everyone who watched for watching, and hope to see you again on a next stream. Bye-bye.